Talk Show.
Recorded live.
Join me, and together we're going to share the experience of a fair interactive journey, one customized to you. I'm going to use a lot of that's the man. Garvey had hands 100 years ago.
The question is, now, you see, the way you talk have frightened quite a lot of people. Okay. All right, according to what they've been saying and what I know. And I want to know that, are you going to, not necessarily be meek and humble and all that, but are you going to just minimize your way of approach? Because not everybody's a revolutionary, or they have not been trained to be that, and the fear is keeping people away from coming together as they should. Now, what can you do about that?
There's nothing I can do about that, because it's my firm belief that somebody has to be that. Everybody can't be Millie Mouse. Everybody can't be compromising. Everybody can't tiptoe through the tulips. Everybody can't play politics. Everybody can't, if I haven't said it, compromise. Somebody has to be strong. I wouldn't have to be as strong as I am if I saw some others being strong like that. I could tone down, but I'm feeling such desperation to get the message out, to try to plant the seed in those who are strong enough that the walls of their heart, the walls of the uterus of their mind, metaphorically speaking, can hold that revolutionary life and not avoid it. So I'm not looking for great crowds. Most of the great crowds, you can get a great crowd where 1 million will show up if you're compromising on the principle. If you're telling him, I heard some rappers and some musicians say, I'm going to the Million Family March, they said. I went to the Million Man March, and I did too. And they said, I'm going to the Million Family March because this time it's for everybody. So they were happy that white folks were being included. I said, I'll never have anything where the white man is included. All that matters is not at the slave theater right now, because all that matters is that what I'm doing is for the African. What I'm doing is for the black man and black woman. No white folks, they came to the door, they tried to get in, they criticized it for having me there, everything. They tried to take him to court, and the old Negro judge out there that owned the slave theater ended up putting Attorney Matters out because he wouldn't let white folks in. There must be some place where white folks can't come. Now, white folks, we can't keep them out of here. This is Harriet Tubman school. If they came in here, if they can sit under the fire that I'll put on there behind, they're welcome. Yeah, but when they come, I ain't changing nothing for them. If anything, it's going to get hotter and harder because I got examples to point to sitting in the audience. Anytime tune right in on them, sitting right in the audience. Look at that old ugly beast sitting there. Look at the way he's squirming. White folks, I say, should never be able to come into a black revolutionary meeting and be comfortable. And be comfortable. They shouldn't be comfortable. They should be uncomfortable. So I'm that one. It closes doors in my face. It cuts back on money that could go in my pocket. It drives some women away from me. I had sisters I was trying to talk to, and they were really, I thought it was really, something. We were talking, and the sisters, none of those sisters, one of the sisters was a singer, and this is a singer. That's all, and this thing's an actor. I said a singer. And I thought we were going out some few years back. I was all excited. I heard the girl sing. I thought we were going out, and as soon as we about to go out, she honestly, as far as my witness said to me, I found out who you are, really. She said, I can't go out. She said, I'm not lying. She said, I might get killed if I go out with you. Do you want me to die with you? This is true. So, I mean, all of that is a part of it. I've been to Mecca 7 times. So you ain't got to wait for me to come back and tell you that I had no change of heart. Some crackers over there. I've already been 7 times, and I'm harder on them every time I come back because I found racism in Mecca. So I ain't coming back telling you that I'm changed because of some crackers I saw in Mecca. I ain't going to change because of no communist cracker, no socialist cracker, no soda cracker. Or Nabisco cracker. No cracker is going to change you. So, brother, if they stay away from me, they stay away. If the black nationalists, if the Pan-Africanists, if these other radical organizations, for certain reasons, pull back from me and I look up and they ain't with me no more, I don't give a damn. I love them still, but I keep on pushing because somebody has to hold the line. I'm going to hold the line. Back against the wall on the 1-inch line. I'm holding the line. Go down, and I'm still holding the line. You ain't going in, cracker. You're not going in. Somebody has to do this. I'm comfortable uncompromised. I understand I'm not going to be in fight it with everything you got. Malcolm said, he said, you want to know when your enemy will understand that you want to be free? I'm paraphrasing him. He said, your enemy will understand that you want to be free when your enemy knows that you're willing to do anything to be free. Anything to be free. God damn it, you won't even talk to be free. You want to dress it up. He's too rough. God damn it, the times are rough. The cracker is rough. Everything is rough. But you just weak with all your Africa on. It ain't no Africa no goddamn way in your heart. Malcolm said, and you say some of you, he said you left your mind in Africa. You dressed up, Negro. I don't mean all of you. But most of us, many of us are just dressed up Negro. We just dressed up in our Africa. I've seen some dreadlock Negroes. They high all the time. Couldn't plan no kind of revolution. Revolve out of the room. Can't even revolve out of the bed. What? Split this goddamn bed. And white women. Yeah. And white women. In the name of cultural diversity and multiculturalism, I'm not a racist. Give me a black woman or get the hell out of my way.
All right, let's get to our anthem. Let's get to our anthem.
Yo, hold on. Hey, man, bread bar. You should have put on the paper. I'm talking about if I apologize to Batty Boy. Apologize for what? If I apologize to Jah, gunshot them forget. Now this is an anthem. Blaze up the fire, push up your anthem.
Brother X last night, what made me do it, I think I was probably at a business game. I was amazed by the number of us that stood up and flag. And we all know that that flag has never represented us or our freedom. So at this time, like the cracker would ask you to do, I want to ask you all to stand. Flag tower fist in the air. If any of you want the lyrics to this song or want the song, have a CD back there, but you want the song in particular, I will give it to you. As the brother said, this is something that we should have at our event, to open up each event. Like our event?
Like, oh!
I thank you.
Black Power, BB48, Mark Hotep, Broken the Field on the Ground Radio. This is your brother Born. Hold on. Wait a minute. Stop that. All right. Oh, shit. Welcome to Feet on the Ground Radio. We coming in with a praise Nat Turner, glory to Garvey, born of the spirit of Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad, praise Harriet Tubman, glory to Ida B. Wells, born of the spirit of Sister Fannie Lou Hamer. What it do out there tonight, family? Yeah, we coming to get it in with a little bit of news, and more news. We got a lot of different articles going to come in. We're going to touch a lot of different things going on in the community, and as usual, we always up under a constant attack as Africans, so we always have to be aware of where the attacks are coming from, and always be reminded that we are up under attack, not so we can glorify the crackers' attack on us, but just to make the people aware who might be living in lands where their attack is not so vicious and so blatant and in your face. You might be removed from certain things, but remember, we still family and we linked in and unified. That being said, though, thank everybody who already on for coming on in. We're gonna set it off. I might have a couple things I'm gonna play too. Might play a couple of different news articles, news clips like that. Well, let me see what we got going on here. But I do want to touch this story. Brother Tim spoke on last week, but excuse me. Brother Tim spoke on last week, but we didn't really wasn't able to get to the details. We were able to get to the details of the story. Let's see here. We're going to get to the details of the story real quick, though. Let me see. You know what? No, we did do that. We did do it. But this is something that that's what I wanted to speak on. I seen a video on YouTube, and it was a young girl getting she got yoked up by the police in a parking lot. And the thing about it, she's suing the police. But the only reason she's suing the police is because the video surfaced. Because the incident happened in 2014. Y'all might have seen it. I have to look for it. But it was very interesting.
Yeah, I saw that, Brother Bourne. Black Power.
What's going on, Brother Griff? How are you? You seen that? Or you seen what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I saw that video, man. It was kind of raw, but I don't know. It looked like the girl would look like she was mixed or something, and she wasn't really I didn't see no real outrage about it. She was like, yeah, that was not right. They should have never did that to me. And I'm like, I don't think she understood the magnitude of what really was going on. I think she, you know what I'm saying? Did you feel like that, or was that just me?
No, I think she was so far removed from the incident. Understand, the incident was 2 years ago.
Mhm.
And now they making something of it now because of it surfacing. And so now she's just she's going along with the outrage that the public feel.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point in time, I'm thinking she must have felt like she was doing something wrong, which I'm not saying she was doing something wrong, but I'm saying that's how how when a person thinks that they're doing something wrong, they might get yapped up by the police, whatever, case get dismissed or whatever, but you just be like, all right, I might have played a part in what happened. So I think that might have went on at the beginning when it first happened, that she might have felt like that, because I don't think there was no pursuance of what was going on. And now that this video surfaced and it's all over the internet, now it's a different thing. Now she's getting interviewed about it, and now her emotions is not there because it just didn't. And you know what I mean? It's not raw. It ain't no new shit. You know what I mean? That shit, like I said, she moved from it.
Fresh.
Yeah, it ain't fresh.
Yeah, it looked like to me though she didn't understand it was because she was fucking black though. It was like she just thought it was like because I was an unruly teen, or they thought, you know what I'm saying? It didn't look like she's treating me like because it was you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
She was like, yeah, that just wasn't right. You just don't touch a woman like that. And I'm like, you don't. But the reason the motherfucker did you the way he did you because you was the African sister. But I'm saying she was kind of, her and her brother was there. They tased her ass too. They ain't just, he yoked her up, threw her on the ground, and tased her ass. And I don't think she understood in her mind because it looked like she lives in a different world. You know how you be in the suburbs and you got a cat that come from the city and they know what this shit is about. And it looked like she didn't really understand what that was about to me. And the way she was addressed it was like, yeah, I don't know. That was not right. You just don't do people like that. And I'm like, hold up, man. But I seen her whole demeanor. Her demeanor to me looked like she was a young girl too. She was even younger at the time it happened, like you said. So she was about 14 or 15 when it happened. At the same time, though, I could see a disconnect from, they did it because I was black or I'm a nigga to them.
Yeah, nah, she ain't have no understanding of that at all. That was
all
from her mind that something happened to her because she was black. You know what I mean?
Feel me?
That was
and that disturbed me right there because, like you said, the way he did her, first of all, they ain't do shit wrong. They ain't do nothing. They just ride their bikes through the lot. They ain't did nothing. They ain't scratched the car. They just ride. Motherfuckers rolled up on them, Gestapo. And the way he did her was just, yeah, that's what you do when you got somebody who you feel is. Yeah.
Now, it was another person with her. See, this is what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, that was her brother.
I'm just looking at the whole fucking video, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was another person with her. But the cop went right. They bypassed the boy.
Yeah. That was her younger brother.
They both was together, but they bypassed him, period. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it was going between them two already because they bypassed.
I think she was bad.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it looked like she was having words with him. Like, what are you stopping us for? Like, we're not doing nothing.
Like, that's what I'm saying. She was having some type of words with the police. That's why, like, the video, how the video starts, it's not long enough for you to see what went. Like, you only seeing one angle. So they came through that. They came through the camera. So they was already. I'm thinking they was already having an incident already before we got to see them in the camera.
Yeah.
Whatever was going on with them.
So they was already being pursued prior to them probably even knowing they was being pursued. So somebody already had like you said, the incident.
Already took a turn and went through the parking lot or something. That's what it seemed like to me, like something more had already been transpiring because by the time, you know what I mean, the cop got up there, it wasn't even enough time for enough words. You know what I mean? Like, she was saying something back. But why bypass the little dude also if they both in the wrong, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
I think because that.
Totally.
Yeah, no doubt. That was her younger brother, so I think he was because he's like a year or two younger than her. So I think she was like 14 and he was like 12 or 11 or some shit.
11 years. And so now.
So they went for the aggressor who looked. A lot of times, man, what I notice about police, especially when they trying to make a statement, they'll go amongst a group of us, and they'll try to pick out the biggest motherfucker to fuck with.
Yeah. They went for the most aggressive.
Yeah.
So that's the proper code. You know, if you about to get in a fight, the first person you pick out is the one you think might be the most dangerous. Get them
no
first.
Doubt.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's immediate. I'm going after the one I think is the most dangerous first.
You know, sometimes in order for them to get some kudos too, they want to try to get the big cat. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I hit him like this. I did that big nigger this way, that way. You know what I'm saying? But for them to taser, that shit wasn't even necessary. The situation wasn't even nowhere near needing pepper spray or a taser. There was no type of resistance. So and like you said, for this shit to take 2 years to come out, so somebody this tape must have surfaced off the cuff. Because that shit should have been already. That shit should have already been out. So I think when they got an attorney, their attorney probably had to had to fish for that tape.
Mhm.
They had to fish for that. See, man, when this shit happens, even like even with the boy getting shot in Chicago, they still haven't released the footage of the boy getting shot in Chicago. I forget what his name was. One was McDonald and the other one was Johnson. These are his last names. They waiting for that footage to get released too. And just like Brother Little said, once that shit hit mainstream, they done already chopped and edited that shit. So you don't know what you're looking at that point.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was looking at that video. I was like, yo, that video too short, man. Why they only got
exactly.
He got more than that, man. Y'all caught more than
feel
that.
Me?
Y'all caught more than that. And I don't like to be like, I know y'all spinning me into an angle. So I don't want to get spent in there. So I just automatically look at it like it's some bullshit because I know the spin is on.
And why was the police? And they was in a mall parking lot. So why is fucking police? Usually malls got security coming through the lot. These are
that's flashlight cop job.
Yeah, and here come two police officers, and they said something about the incident that sometimes they do have off-duty officers respond to situations on the mall property, and when they do, they're no longer off-duty officers. The moment they respond to a situation, they're actually police officers in the line of duty. What the fuck is that? Did you hear them say that? Did you hear when they said that? This is what the mall, whoever, the president or whoever, the top one of the executives at the mall said this shit. The owner or some shit. They had this. It was in. I heard them say it inside of the storyline.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other day I was peeping some shit out along with that story. They talking about fighting in malls, fights in malls and shit. And only thing they was showing was young black males and females and shit getting it in we need something. This is an issue we need to address. So tying that shit in, I see that they getting ready to use this as a an avenue to be able to just start killing our babies even more than they already doing it. Because now, the malls, after 8 o'clock or some shit like that, you got to be with a parent. If you ain't 18 or something like that, after 8 or 9 o'clock, you're supposed to be with a parent and shit. And if not, they be telling all the little, my daughter and her little homegirls be meeting up there. They be telling them they got to leave and shit.
Oh, if they're at the mall.
Yeah.
Now
and then they'll leave.
They try that here. They tried that here. Yeah, they tried that here. Listen, man, you can't be here. You ain't got your parents. So if you was 18, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it'd just be the hood. There'd be so many hood niggas there that they couldn't stop it though. You gotta be with the parents.
And that's what's up.
Who 19, 20. So they got the little homies with them. So how you gonna say what? What you gonna say? We all together, man. What you gonna say? You can't kick nobody out. Can't kick nobody out, man. The mall cops, they just forgot that they had that rule. After a while, they just forgot they had it because it was unenforceable, man. You can't enforce that. Y'all ain't got no guns. Y'all ain't here with fucking flashlights and
walkie-talkies and shit.
Yeah, y'all out here with flashlights. Man, you get your ass pistol whipped in the motherfucking mall, man. You playing stupid.
You know what I'm saying? Now they got the boys camped out up in that bitch, though.
Yeah, that's what they had to do. They had to start doing that.
The boy.
But the police didn't want to stay up in there, man. Man, listen, man. Anything can happen. You get caught around the wrong corner, man. You be the police, get your ass pistol whipped along with the security cops.
No doubt. Shit getting aggressive, though, man, because we ain't did our job now. You know what I'm saying? Our babies is out here under, you know what I mean, they under attack. We ain't did our job, man. So the babies is on the front lines, and a lot of them don't even know it. They right on the front lines, and they the number one target, and don't even really know it like that. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, you know what I mean, we touching heads, because I'm out, you know what I mean, I be in the trench. And, I call in on the show. I try to make, like you said, a multifaceted approach, man, because this shit is really just getting out of hand, man. It's been out of hand, but now it's to the point where, you just murking motherfuckers, you tasing a young female? For what? You know what I'm saying? She ain't did shit.
The only thing that's going on, though, that I really see is that, yo, we just getting to see it, man.
You see how it's been going on, but it's just now getting that mainstream play?
Yeah, you just getting to see it now. You just getting to see it because, listen, man.
Yeah, they was doing that shit when we was coming up. We was getting fucked with all that. I was getting fucked with all the time by the police.
Out with the police plenty of times already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You be like, yo.
In middle school, elementary school, getting fucked with.
We done had it out with the police. We done had riots and everything. Matter of fact, you know, this is something that I know ain't new.
You feel me? Cause did you see that? Yeah.
Go ahead.
Nah, they had a video on YouTube, man. It was a little young cat. He was with his homies, man. They was like 12 and shit. And a little cop rolled up on him, man. He like, I guess he rode his bike like he didn't ride it across the crosswalk. It was like a red light across the street at the corner, but he was like on it and he was just scooting it across. Man, the police rolled up on him, and he was like, man, what is you messing with me for? He like, you didn't get off your bike on the crosswalk. I really could write you a ticket if I wanted to. He like, man, what is you talking about? Dude is like 11 years old, B. And this cop was like, he's like, what you mean? He's like, what's your name? He was like, man, don't worry, you know what I mean? Why are you asking me my name? Like I haven't done anything. So his homies was like, you know, Raheem or whatever. I mean, just tell him your name. Like, quit talking back. They like, man, I ain't do nothing. Man, these motherfuckers called for backup and shit. They ended up arresting this little boy, man. And I don't know. They talk about they had to take him to call him to his parents' come or some shit. It was just some real disrespectful stuff, man. It's some stuff that we got to address. We got some work to do, man. They just nabbing our babies, man, and just trying to play Debo. Like if our children is not kissing their ass, you know what I'm saying, they basically seeing our babies as adults, man. Like somebody was saying, like our babies ain't even having time to grow up, man. They already on front lines, B. Tamir Rice, all of them, like that's front line type shit, man. Why are you airing out a young baby? That's crazy, man. This shit is really, 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 really. We got work to do, man. We got work to do, man. Babies on now at 9 years old, I can say I could at least have a decent childhood where I didn't have to worry about that type of shit, man. Now our children at like 9 and 10 got to worry about getting blasted by the pigs, man. That's crazy. But really, like you know, like you said, it ain't new. It's old. It's really old shit. We just seeing it.
What year? Hold on. What year was you 9 years old?
That was like 80. I was born 7. That's 85.
I bet you any amount of money, 85, I could find at least 10 people 9 years old got killed by the cops.
Yeah, and that's why I was saying, you right. That's something that been going on. Even when you think about Emmett Till and shit, it shit been going on, man. We just we get bad.
You know what I'm saying? Is that it was hidden for so long. Not hidden because it wasn't going on, hidden because nobody wanted to address that this shit is happening to us seriously. You know what I'm saying? And don't want to address it because once you address the situation, you got to make a response. Now, we're talking about people who come out of the 70s. When they think of response, they go into training. They go into military tactics. They go into, you know what I'm saying, they think in warfare. Nowadays, they've seen so many things happening. They see the attack, and their response is, let's not say nothing because I don't want to happen to us what happened then when we got ran down on so hard. Not knowing and understanding that no matter what, complacency, man, going to get you killed quicker.
You feel me?
You know what I mean? And so that's what I see happening because I'm talking to some of the OGs out here. Man, the shit that they telling me that they used to be, they was like, yo, listen, man. They say, yo, look, man. Man, that's why we getting the youth back on this right now, man. Yo, man. They was like, yo, we was 9 and 10 years old. He was like, yo, we was out here with the Panthers, man. He said, man, they have us out here for like an hour, 2 hours straight just doing punches. How you would another hour just doing kicks. You know what I'm saying? Another hour just doing all type of jumps, leaps, and rolls. He said, man, we was like black Superman out this motherfucking, man. There's little kids.
No
I
doubt.
was like, he was like, yeah, man. He said, man, he said, yo, listen, man. He said, this shit was like an army out here. He said, that's all you, everything was an army out here, man. He said, that's what everybody was into. Everybody was, if you wasn't a Panther, you was in something that was militant like that, and everybody was a soldier. I was like, well, he was like, yeah, man. He was like, yo, this shit, and so I'm just looking, and now I'm looking at how they make moves and shit, and how they make moves way different. They make moves different than my generation and way different than cats who younger than me. Like, I'm at the last end of the people who got any type of motherfucking, like any type of discipline about how you go about life on a regular, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like some of that last generation, like.
You already know, man. That's why a lot of this shit you seeing with the youngsters, man, they overreacting and shit. Niggas is capping niggas for, I mean, niggas don't have no sense of, we ain't taught them what manhood is. So they think you got to go to the death over some bullshit. Like, bro, that shit ain't even that serious. And niggas ain't catching no fair ones. Niggas don't want to throw no hands. Niggas ain't catching no fair ones no more, man. That's over with. Unless the OG is there and he can set that shit up. Other than that, these niggas don't want to throw no hands. I ain't never seen a generation of them motherfuckers that really don't. If they don't want it, if they do want to throw hands, they don't got no fucking hands. You might find 1 out of 5 that can actually work a little bit. The ones I see, man, they just all on some old, they talk a lot of shit. Every nigga talk about, I got 30 in the clip for these niggas and all this. And I said, man, I talking to a young boy the other day, we hooping. He like, man, I swear to God, I got 16 in the chamber. I go to the car and get the banger, nigga. I don't give a fuck. I'm like, bro, if you gotta go to the car, nigga, you talking too much, man. So that tells me you ain't even doing nothing, man. Why is you talking reckless?
Mhm.
And he got his little homie with him. I know the little homie. He older than him, but they still younger than me. I'm like, man, see, that shit you talking, your boy ain't even got no beef. You gonna get all your niggas aired out, and you ain't about to do shit. So why you even talking like that, man? I'm like, man, you got to know when to talk that. Just so happened the environment we was in at that time, the niggas that was up there, these is like, you know, we around the university and shit. So we indoors too, so there ain't nobody in there about to really do nothing. But I'm like, man, but you reckless enough to say that, thinking you can talk that shit anywhere, bro. You can't talk that shit anywhere, man, because niggas will fold you up. But I can see in they. Go ahead, what you say?
Yo, you said that. Look, man, I'm telling you, shit like that. Shit like that to get your ass killed, man. You out there on the basketball court talking about what? I got it. I'll go to the car and go get it. Yo, listen, these little dudes who out here, man, you better say some shit like that, and like that's anywhere. That's anywhere, even where you at. He just wasn't in the right situation. He just was running his mouth at a time that he could. Because I know at another time he could be somewhere out there where you at, man, say that, and somebody tear his goddamn ass right up, right then and there.
He already knew. He knew he was talking in a safe environment. We was actually inside, like in the at the Ohio State University, so you got white boys and shit. He knew niggas being there. They know niggas ain't gonna do too. You know, you got some niggas in there that'll get at you though. Ain't nobody probably got the burner up in there though. But when we outside, he wouldn't even talk like that if he was outside.
Yeah, if he was in the middle of the hood on that hood court, where niggas got their bags and shit right there, where you start mouthing off about you got that shit in the car, and nigga been there and grab this shit right then and there out his motherfucking boot that he had sitting on the sideline, nigga, and air your ass out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the whole thing, man. This what happens when you don't have, when them OGs ain't there, man, to be able to put that framework together so motherfuckers know how to interact and move and the rules of engagement, man. When we stepped out, we had that shit, man. These little motherfuckers is watching. Everything they getting is off of TV and this music, rap music and shit. These niggas is living in a fantasy world. And the ones that will fuck around and up the pipe and shit, they doing it for nothing. Like they so scared. You're up in the heat because you scared to get your knuckles dirty, nigga. You don't want no real action, so you're just up in the heat, so you don't have to have no serious confrontation, no physical confrontation. So that's basically, nigga, that's your way out. That's a way for you to be able to, you know what I'm saying, without a nigga seeing that you ain't got no work. without a nigga being able to see you a sucker type nigga. So you just running for the heat off the rip. So niggas can't clown you like, man, that nigga slid your ass, bro. I was there, dude. He ate your ass up. Niggas don't even want they homie to be talking about how they got their ass knocked the fuck out or got their motherfucking grill split. So they just run for the heat, man.
Mhm.
So run for the heat. I'm a fan of catching the fair one, my nigga. I give anybody
most guys ain't got no hands, man. They ain't got no hands, yo. Don't got no hands, man. Most guys ain't got no hands, man, at all. They don't want to get busy with them hands, man.
And you know what I'm saying? So I like, and then I told niggas doing punches and shit. I'm like, bro, your hands game is cool. I said, but you gotta understand when you scrapping with a motherfucker, if y'all in a close-knit environment, 90% of the time you're gonna throw one or two shots, and then you and this nigga y'all gonna be tussling. So you gotta have your ground and pound. You gotta have your little judo game together too, your grapple game as well as your hand game. Cause just cause the nigga got hand, it might not stay pugilism. You know, it might not be a boxing match, nigga. Y'all might start turning into a wrestling match. You gotta know how to dunk a nigga. Your arsenal gotta be tight all the way around, unless you still gonna take an L. I just see niggas get dumped on their dome and game over with, nigga. What no punches thrown. So, man, I said we need to. The men got to return back to the streets, man, and find venues to reach the youth and put. Because really, what I see when they see a real OG, man, they gravitate to that energy. When they see a real strong older warrior, they give respect and they gravitate, man. So that warrior has to be able to use his influence in order to be able to have, you know what I'm saying, that impact on the youth. Because really, that's all they're really looking for. They're looking for notoriety, acceptance, you know what I'm saying? That's why they all joining these little gangs and shit. They're just looking for somebody to be say, look, we doing shit, we down. Look what we doing, we down with this. This is why they joining these gangs or whatever. I won't even call them gangs. They just little peer circles and shit, but so if we don't go get them and give them something thorough to get into, to be active with, they'll get with a negative group, a negative influence, and then they'll be active in that. Mm-hmm. We got to get back to what we used to do, man. We got to hit the motherfucking pavement again. And you know,
man, the streets, man, that's where it's at. If you really want to get it done, man, you got to get it done by being active in the community or in the streets. Yeah.
Feet on the ground, man. Much props to you, too. I heard you was taking some steps. My nigga heard you was out there dunking on niggas.
I took a couple, son. I took a couple, nah, man.
Hey, that was a couple more than you used to could take, you feel me?
Yeah. We bringing it back. It's coming back.
Yeah. So much props on that. Congrats on that shit, nigga. That's real shit. Plus, you got to be a warrior to stay in the grind, because I know that shit'll make a nigga feel like it ain't that, nigga. Whatever, man. Fuck it, nigga. I'm getting some D's put on my wheelchair, nigga. Fuck all that shit.
Yo, son, it will have you back and forth on it, son. Real life.
Hey, man, that's real warrior shit.
Yeah, man. It will have you on it, son. You be like, what in the hell? Damn. I did not know my little brother had a whole litter like this, man.
What you mean? I got to do puffing.
I just want the people to know, though, if y'all want a game, y'all want game dogs, we got them. They're always coming. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So,
what else been popping on the main scene?
Well, listen, right, I'm going to tell you what else is going on, man. I got some more articles, man. I got some wild shit popping on. We got some wild stuff going on. Yo, damn. I can't remember. Did we put in an article about the crackers? Hold on, man. Look. Let me put this in. This is almost unbelievable. Sex roulette. This is almost unbelievable.
Shit, after you told me about the white boy raping the alligator, shit, it ain't nothing unbelievable after that shit.
Son, listen. So, people are having sex roulette parties where one person secretly has HIV. Let's go. Extreme sex parties where one person secretly has HIV and everyone has unprotected sex without knowing who it is. Doctors in Barcelona have claimed that the sex roulette parties taking place usually among gay men, and it echoes previous reports of such parties among wealthy people in Serbia. The thrill comes from knowing you might be infected. People who claim to have attended such parties say. Dr. Joseph Malolis of Hospital Clinic Barcelona say that the parties are a sign that people have lost respect for HIV in a report at El Periódico. They said the people that lost respect for it. They need to put some respect on HIV when they say the doctor said you better put some respect on it when you be talking about HIV. Y'all ain't putting no respect on HIV when y'all at this party. Oh, man.
But this is a phenomenon in Europe and shit? Is where this shit coming from?
Oh, shit. Hold on. Yeah, this is Europe shit. This is Euro shit. This is Barcelona. But I got another story. I'm telling you, listen, these crackers don't long they got their mind now. I'm telling y'all, listen. Malolo say that some of the parties are known as blue parties because attendees that take antiviral medication to cut the risk of known as blue parties because attendees take antiviral medication to cut the risk of transmitting the virus. Last year, Serbian stripper called Tajana claimed that the parties originated in Serbia and were named Serbian sex roulette after Russian roulette. She said the bizarre variation that seems popular for extreme sex, people who turn up at a party wear masks, and one of them has HIV. The wealthy organizes these parties for other rich people. The real kick for these people is apparently the risk that they might be the one having sex with the HIV infected person. Is this how Charlie Sheen and Charlie Sheen who got the
what they said.
Is that how he got it at the Serbian sex roulette party?
Yeah, them motherfuckers, like you said, them crackers, man. That's a whole different. These motherfuckers, man.
Son, listen. All right. I ain't going to play Russian roulette later for putting the bullet to my head. I'm going to go to a party where we just going to be one person here with the chicken, and we all just going to come and have sex and don't nobody know who got the chicken. What?
What's the news site for that, man?
This is Metro.com. Yo, I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put it in that group. You still be going to the group? If you do, I can shoot it to you. It's Metro. metro.co.uk. And all you gotta do is just pull up sex roulette parties. I'm telling you, that shit gonna pop up.
Pop right there.
Yeah, they got about 10 sites for that shit. You type in sex roulette parties, that shit pop up all over the place.
Man, these motherfuckers crazy. I didn't know nothing about no shit like this. Like, wow, what's going on, G? These motherfuckers crazy.
They even got a World Star Hip Hop video about that shit.
No, man.
They gotta put hip hop on every fucking thing, don't they? Fuck it.
Man, son, that's listen. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. You can't deal with these people. These people ain't. These are not people. These are animals, man. Only wild animals do some shit like that. You got to be a wild savage to just be like, yo, fuck it, I'm gonna just risk my. Even though I look like it's whatever they getting, you can get it. Whatever they get, you can catch. I guess, you just can't be fucking in the ass like that. Whatever they getting, you can catch. I know that. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't know really what it is that they're getting. But whatever it is catching, and it's killing their ass.
When you said about the gator, man, dude raped the alligator, man. I mean, shit. These motherfuckers.
You know, that seemed like it went far. But no, they go farther. And now the white man has found out. Now the white man has found out, and I don't know how he found this out. Hold on, I'm going to pull it up. Because there's got to be hope. There's got to be a hope. This can't be real. This can't be real. This article can't be real. And I'm going to pull it and I'm going to look at this real quick. But this article can't be real. Listen. Y'all. Listen. These motherfuckers that's going crazy. Don't panic. Simon Robb. This is by Simon Robb, old small hat. This is a hat. Nothing but a hat, right? Like this. Don't panic. But you can sometimes get pregnant through anal sex. Whoops. Turns out you can sometimes get pregnant through anal sex. But don't panic. It's only likely to happen 1 in 50,000 people, so it's extremely rare. Doctors debunked the biological belief that you can't conceive through anal sex, sort of. Dr. Brian Stexner, a urologist at the Jersey Urology Group in Atlantic City, told Men Health they totally lied to us in 9th grade health class. He then revealed that he had actually treated a woman with a rare condition called cloacal malformation when he was a medical student. This condition basically where the rectum, urethra, and vagina fail to separate into 3 tubes, so they are all connected. Because of this, urine and feces drain into one channel, which opens where the anus is located. The woman had an operation when she was young to separate the channels, but it went wrong. The surgery caused a fistula where a tiny hole is formed, creating a connection between 2 organs. In this case, the woman's womb connected to her rectum. The woman, confused to discover that she had fallen pregnant, told doctors she had only had anal sex before getting pregnant. After doing a whole bunch of x-rays, we determined that she got pregnant from having anal sex, Stexner said, but things turned out okay for Mom and the baby in the end. A C-section was performed on the baby to safely deliver the baby. After all these years in the medical business, Stexner still calls it his greatest story ever. Let's not forget jaw-dropping. Yeah, what in the fuck is going on wrong with these? All right.
You know, it was a story that you read, man. I think it was. I don't know if it was last week. It might have been on that Thursday. You was talking about man, I don't know if it was a transgender story or something, but you were saying something about okay. You was talking about that Noxil 9 that's in the condoms, and you said that, and you was reading the story, and you said it's known to irritate. It said something about the rectum, and you
irritate the.
And I was like, yeah, you like, oh, what the fuck?
Y'all break the skin down, break it down.
Yeah, you was like, why would that even be part of the damn, you know what I'm saying, study? Like, who studies it? You was like, but see, when you're dealing with these fucking Europeans, man, like, anal sex is really, that's sex to them. They ain't even in the, you know what I'm saying, intercourse as far as, you know, the vagina. That's not even, that's nothing. That's just for procreating. If they really want to have sex, they do anal sex, period. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just their culture. Everything anal. That's why having sex with a boy and having sex with a girl, like, this shit ain't nothing. Like he said, it's a fag party. The Russian roulette is a fag party. It's all dudes. Now, how could you, my thing is, how do your penis stay erect enough when you got shit, when shit is on you? Because I know I'm not going to be able to be erect once some shit get on me.
How do you get erect with a bunch of dudes around, period? A bunch of fucking dudes. What the fuck?
Well, I'm saying, then you got fecal matter on you, though.
Before you even get to that point, you're in a room with a bunch of dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No doubt.
It's like there's no excitement there. It's like, what the fuck I'm doing in this room with all you niggas? I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying?
100. Black Power. Oh, shit.
How we get to that, right? How we get to this point here, man? Yo, I got this other shit. I got some other shit though, and there we go. Here we go. We go from. Oh no, I ain't gonna hit these. I ain't gonna hit these crazies yet. I ain't gonna hit them yet. Since we on the white, let's just stay on them for a second.
Yes, sir.
I never heard of these whites right here. Never heard of these crackers here. And these are some crazy crackers here. These is the Denipropetrophs maniacs. Now you can look this video up on YouTube right now. The video is called 3 Guys, 1 Hammer. Look this video up. See for yourselves these maniacs here. Now, I shared this in one group. Let me see. We'll share this in the other group real quick. Go look at this. You got to see this for yourself. Seeing is believing with the crackers. So now, hold on. Let me share it real fast. 3 guys and a hammer. Yeah, these motherfuckers somebody loads the video up. Listen, these jokers is crazy. Somebody loads the video up of these 2 crackers. These 2 crackers, 3 of them actually. Because with 2 of them doing the killing and 1 of them holding the camera. Now, residents in the small town of Denipropetrophs, located in the Ukraine, were on high alert during the summer of 2007. Now, they say a killer was on a gruesome murder spree and didn't care who they hurt or what time of day it was or people were around to witness. Male, females, and children were brutally murdered in random acts of violence. What made it even scarier is the fact that the killers didn't have a purpose for the crimes committed. It was being done out of pure evil. These humans took sick pleasure out of it. Now, these 3 crackers get locked up. Igor Sprunuknik, Viktor Sayenko, both 19, and Alexander Hansa became famously known as the Denipropetrophs maniacs for their gruesome murder spree. Now listen to this. By the time they were arrested, 21 lives were taken, and families and friends forever broken by the horrible death their loved ones had to endure. Oh, it's not showing you that these motherfuckers. Listen, man. Hold up, where is it at?
I think they removed it.
They took
a lot of them places they removed.
Yo, listen, these motherfuckers took like 1 month, man. These motherfuckers took like 1 month to kill everybody, man. In 1 month, killed like 21 people, man. Hold up.
What was they murdering? They beating them to death with hammers and shit?
Hammers, sticks, big bricks, whatever they could do, man. Beating. Son, they got pictures of these people, man. They got pictures of, they was sitting there taking pictures with the bodies of the people, man. Look, man, these motherfuckers, well, hold up, listen. On June 25th, they struck their first victim. 33-year-old Ekaterina was walking down the street, minding her business. She crossed paths with him, who was carrying a hammer with a plastic bag over it. He did she walked by him, he did a 360 with the hammer and caved the hammer into the side of her head. Coincidentally, the victim's mother was the one who spotted her laying on the road dead. You know what I'm saying? Her daughter said her daughter was unrecognizable after a hammer attack and commented that the killers should not be compared to animals because they killed her for fun. Within 2 hours of killing her, they targeted their next victim, Roman Tatarovich, who was taking a nap on a park bench not far from the first murder. Roman's head was smashed with blunt objects several times, deeming him unrecognizable. Ironically, the bench he was located on was right across the street from the local prosecutor's office. And when I'm saying this motherfucker unrecognizable, son, it's a picture of this cracker. His whole top of his motherfucking melon is off, man. These crackers went from smacking the shit out of one white bitch with a goddamn hammer, when she was unrecognizable by her mama, to the next cracker they caught, they smashed his whole motherfucking head off with this shit. Now, on July 1st, 2 more victims, Evgeny Justinko and Nikolai Serchik, were found murdered near the town of Novosibirsk. On the night of July 6th, 3 more people were murdered in the same town, Dnipropetrovsk. The first was Igor, a recently discharged Army recruit. He was beat to death, bludgeoned to death while walking from a nightclub. His mother found him in the morning by the apartment building. Then it was Alana Schramm, a 28-year-old night guard, was murdered around the corner on Kosaria Street. According to this confession, Schramm walked towards them. Stromnik struck her with the hammer he had been hiding under his shirt and struck her several more times after she fell down. She had been carrying the bag filled with clothes. The men picked up the bag, used the clothes to clean the hammer, and threw the bag out. Later the same night, the men murdered a woman named Valentina Hansa, no relation to Alexander Hansa, a mother of 3 married to a disabled husband. The following day, July 7th, 2 14-year-old boys from a nearby village, they was attacked as they went fishing. One of the 2 friends escaped. One was killed, one escaped. Investigators thought the boy who escaped killed his friend, interrogating him, beating the goddamn brakes off of his ass. And telling me that did this shit. Then the young boy finally said, well, all right, you ain't do it. And they, because detectives recognized the murder MO, and said, all right, then, the tell us they did it. And he gave them a sketch of the culprits. Not before they struck again, killing a dozen more victims. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers killed, listen, man, like 20 days they killed 21 people. These cruel-sick murderers not only brutally murdered innocent lives, but they video recorded it after their arrest. Police got a hold of the recordings on their phones and laptops. But not before one of the videos got on the internet showing the murder of 48-year-old Sarai Zinko. At one point, Sprutnik can be seen looking through binoculars for any approaching vehicle. Oh, yeah. See, now I watched some of it, too. He was like, yo, we're going to wait right here, and if a car pull over, if it's a big dude, we're going to act like ain't nothing wrong with us, and we're going to let him keep going. But if it's a little person, you know what we're going to do to him. Like, you know what I'm saying? So a motherfucking dude comes by on a bike. Dude riding on the bike, son got the hammer inside a plastic bag. Soon the dude get close up to him with the bike, he smacked the shit out of him with the hammer. Bang! You know what I'm saying? Then they take him into the woods, and then they beat his whole head in with the damn hammer inside a plastic bag. Then another one attacked him. He stabbed him in the eye, stabbed him in the body. You know what I'm saying? Then they hit him again with the hammer to make sure he's dead. And they talked about it a little bit.
Convert to that.
They started washing their hands with some water and shit, washing the hammer off and shit. So they chilling, you know what I'm saying, doing their thing. Then 12 more murders, including a pregnant woman who was brutally murdered. A fetus was cut out the womb in addition to an earlier spree. 2 victims were found each day from July 14th through the 16th. One was a pregnant woman who was bludgeoned to death, fetus cut out, as I said. No sexual assault. The only surviving victim was the elderly lady who survived the hammer attack and helped to identify the killers in court, was also interviewed. She recorded being struck on the head from behind and falling to the ground. Her life was saved when the dogs accompanying her barked loudly and scared off the attackers. The suspect was also found in possession of multiple photographs showing them attending the funerals of the victims. They could be seen smiling and flipping off the gravestones, which showed just how cruel and inhumane they was. Evidence of the animal abuse. So these motherfuckers got pictures of dogs, they hanging dogs, killing cats, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers got over 300 photographs. They were just crazy.
It's that Michael Myers shit. That's that Michael Myers shit, man. That's the vintage cracker though. We acting like this is new. This is what they do, man. That's why I said, man, if you imagine our ancestors dealing with these motherfuckers 3,000, 4,000 years ago, man. Imagine what these motherfuckers was really like, because they ain't had no polish then. So they were just a raw savage, like straight up. They didn't even have enough polish to smile and run game on you. Man.
Yeah, they couldn't even write. They couldn't even write then. Right.
Motherfuckers, they were still crawling around all fours and shit. So you like, damn. So,
yo,
man.
That's crazy. Son, that's crazy. Son, when I read this shit, I said, what in the hell? I said, I got to share this with the family, man. I said,
how do you videotape that shit, man, and be cool, like, ooh, got it, good one.
They videotaped themselves and took pictures of them killing over 20 people, got over 300 pictures of them killing all type of animals and shit, hanging them, putting on all different type of shit, chilling with them and shit. These motherfuckers lost they goddamn. Yo, son, I'm telling you, when you look at this, yo, I'm going to share this right now in that group, man. I shared it already. When you look at the pictures, man, yo, son is kneeling down beside the white boy who they done butt. Like I said, they took his whole top of his melon off, son. Melted his shit. They melted the whole son. Melted the whole top of his motherfucking head, son.
We need to promote these cats, though, man. As long as they taking out crackers, yeah, we need to promote these cats, man.
Yeah. We got
to keep up the good work, man.
Thumbs up, a gangster salute.
Let them motherfuckers. I want them motherfuckers out on bail. Let them out. Free them motherfuckers, man. They ain't did shit. Pop. You said, what'd you say?
Yeah, right? They ain't really did nothing.
They ain't did nothing, man. That's population control, man. They just trying to keep the numbers down so everybody's plenty of water to go around, man.
They made a documentary about these dudes in Chile.
Did they?
Yeah,
they got the full video, but they're saying the English subtitles is kind of fucked up.
You know the crackers can't spell.
Hold up. They made a documentary of these white boys right here?
Yeah.
These motherfuckers crazy. Yeah, I'm going to check that. The white boys, man, they yo. When I seen it, man, I said, come on, man. When I seen the pictures, I said, what in the hell?
Fuck is this?
I said, come on, man. Y'all chilling right there with this man head melted. Chilling, standing beside, like, listen, man. Yo, listen, I done seen shit in my life, man. I done been that shit. You know what I'm saying? I done been that one leaked out. You know what I'm saying? So you know, it ain't like I'm like, you know what I'm saying? You know, God damn, no, son. You sitting beside a motherfucker who you just melted his head with a hammer.
Hey, man. Blood had to be every fucking where. How was they getting away with that shit? Because that shit, I mean, when you hit a motherfucker like blood got to just be spewing.
They savages. That's how they got away with it. Listen, they were so savage that they would kill somebody right here and right around the corner kill another person immediately.
So they got motherfuckers responding.
I'm posting this shit in the group, man. I found the full documentary. I'm posting that shit in the group.
All right, I'm going to check that. Listen, check this out. You know who, look, right? Have you talked to people who steal, right? Niggas who really steal, go in the stores and really be stealing shit?
Uh-huh.
The only way they get away with it is because they go right in and go about what the fuck they going to do. They don't go in there playing around.
Don't hesitate, yeah.
act like they doing other shit. They go about their fucking business about what the fuck need to be going on. So that's the way not to draw suspicion. It's the truth. Oh man. But yeah, you know, it's Crazy Cracker Tuesday, you know what I'm saying?
Let's see if I get some more crazy news, man.
Yeah, man.
God damn.
But I just had to share that. I had to share that, man. Because it almost seemed I was like, damn, what the fuck is wrong? But then it's the age of social media. So imagine how many other ones is out there like that. Trust, they out there. Hard drives full of murders.
No doubt.
Now,
Black Power family, what's up?
Black Power, what's going on, Sister Makia?
Black Power, sir.
What's up? I'm chilling. Yeah, I really didn't have no stories, but, you know, since you were talking about criminals, I was tripping out yesterday about that Japanese ATM heist. Did you see that?
Nah, the Japanese ATM heist.
Yeah, it was like 100 people went to like 1,400 ATM machines within 3 hours, and they got $13 million.
Right.
I don't know. Something ain't right to me. That just don't sound like normal shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hold up, where did they do that at? What, in Japan?
Yeah. They went to 1,400. They said it was about 100 people. Wait a minute, let me turn this shit down. They said about 100 people. I'm trying to find the one that I read originally, but I don't see it. They said they think it was like 100 people. They got some ATM cards from a bank in South Africa with fraudulent cards, and they got like, I don't know, it was like over 1,000 cards.
Yeah, I see it.
I said, something ain't right. Something wrong with them. Something is right. Something ain't right. I don't know. It just ain't no normal people shit for you to go through all that. For only 13, I ain't gonna say for only 13, but you splitting it between 100 people. So when I added it up, it was like $100,000 basically to everyone.
$100,000 a piece. Everybody get $1,000. Shit, I'm saying, damn, that's a good ass motherfucking. That's a good rock. I don't know how they. I'm gonna have to read. I'm gonna have to do some due diligence from it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to do some due diligence. But
I'm gonna put it in there.
They got a BBC report on it. 12.7 million Japan ATM scam using fraudulent cards.
Yeah.
But it's just like what they did to get the money. They hit over 1,000 machines.
Yeah, 1,400 machines.
Yeah, you hit over 1,000 machines, so they probably wouldn't get nothing. But I think it said they could only get out maybe 900.
Yeah, they would get whatever the max was, whatever the max. You know how most ATMs have a maximum amount that you can get out during the day.
Okay, it said $910.
Yeah, so they go in there getting the max $1,000. So you get $1,000 every time they go in. Boom, boom, boom. Whatever $900, whatever the maximum is, and taking that out and keeping it moving. They probably had it set up. Everybody had a certain amount of ATMs to go to. Everybody do 14 ATMs. That's easy. All y'all do 14 ATMs. You already got your shit mapped out. Which ones you going to? Boom, boom, boom. Hit them shits because it's less conspicuous than trying to make 14 withdrawals on one ATM. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that looks. Well, they said the banks was closed that day. That's how come they didn't really, notice the activity until the next day.
Yeah. And then, like I said, but it'll be, like, you don't want to be standing at an ATM, though, making 14 withdrawals at one time.
Yeah.
Going in your pocket, pulling out another card, That's Japan. I know it's a lot of fucking people was around, no matter what. So they just hitting it, boom, boom, boom. Hit the next motherfucking ATM, boom, boom, boom. Hit the next one. You got 14 right there in your area. You hit all them shits, and everybody clear. That's some type of that's a crew. That's probably that's some Japanese. That's some gang shit. That's some gang shit or something, man. That's some mafia shit or something.
Yeah, they went through a lot of trouble to get that money.
Man, shit. But if you look at it, how much trouble did they really go to? How much trouble? All right, you got to get the cars. The cars ain't gonna be that much trouble in Africa, and all you got to do is just program them and send them shits back. And all you got to do is you got 100 people already, because like I said, 100 people, and you give them all 14 cars. That ain't give them 14 cars. Now whoever getting that money, if somebody got to get all that money back, then that's going to be where the trouble comes. Sending that money back to somebody, to one person. But if that's somebody who clicked up, because you know how many agents is already in Africa doing shit anyway. They already got all them hubs over there all the time. They always running scams. Every time you turn around, the motherfuckers trying to scam you out of something. They calling, talking about they the IRS, they this motherfucking people, they that people, send us some money. So, they working at them shits. I don't know. It sounds, hey, that was a lick, though. That was a lick. However it go, it was a lick. Shit. You know what I mean? What the fuck? That was, I don't know. I had to do real good due diligence on that. But it seemed like some mafia type shit to me. To have only 100 people going to that many ATMs, 1,400 ATMs. I mean, that shit was set up.
Mm-hmm.
Everything had it mapped out exactly. You going, everything was mapped out on that. When them cars dropped, all 100 people was there, getting their cars immediately, boom, and hit the street with that shit.
Mm-hmm. They knew the banks was closed on that. They planned that shit out. That wasn't no random shit.
Yeah, that ain't no random shit at all, man. Yeah. That's why I said that sounded like some mafia shit, because I'm thinking like if it was some government shit, they'd have got them for more money than that.
Yeah.
Government would have got them for more money than that, man. Criminals got as much as they could get when they knew they could get it, and probably hoped that they wasn't going to be able to get seen.
They were going in for 3 hours. They were going in.
3 hours after the bank closed. That's what I said. They was going in. 14 ATMs, and look how much time that takes. That ain't really, like, if you sit back and really look at it, that's a nice small amount of time. 3 hours, I got 14 ATMs to hit. That's enough time to do shit, not be conspicuous, but also do it in a timely manner. Had the shit done before the night over. By the time 12 o'clock hit, everybody back home. Feet kicked up, eating nuclear sushi.
But you're right. If that would have been some top-notch shit, they would have just did that shit through the computer, man. They would have got, like, you know what I'm saying, 8 million or some shit. They ain't going to.
Like to 1 year, they'll siphon it off everybody's account, throw it into another account you can't get it from.
You feel me?
Yeah, that's how the government do your shit. The government did it like that. That money would have came up missing hard. It would have been a couple $100 million. 12.7 sound like. See, look, they was at 7-Elevens and everything. That's what I'm saying. They was at 7-Elevens getting money. They was at every little shit that you can go to. You feel me? Every little store that was around, every bank that they could go to. There's 14 separate ATMs and pull the max out immediately. Go to the next one.
Hey, yeah.
They probably was burning the cards and anything. But
that right there is using science and technology for your advantage. That right there. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. I can agree with that. That is using science and technology to your goddamn advantage. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yo, these jokers is, this is part of now you're saying that I'm reading a piece of this article, and this seemed like something bigger right now. It's starting to look even bigger now. It's starting to look like a setup. It's looking like a setup because Visa and MasterCard are right now making a move on the worldwide market to make everybody get them cards with the chip in it. And in Japan, they already got it that, look, man, you got to have the card with the chip by October 1st, 2017, or you're going to risk liability for fraud. They're going to tell you you're doing something fraudulent if you don't get this goddamn chip. Now, that's some bullshit right there. So they're saying the magnetic thing is not reliable enough, but that's on me, though. I don't know why, you're going to make me, I got to get the more secure. Why can't I have what I think is secure for me? I got to get the most secure. Like, y'all really looking out for me. They're going to make me get something different. That's what they're saying right now, though. They're saying that, look, you're going to have to get a different card in Japan. So it looks like with something like this happening, and you push that across the seas and let that spread out about the heights going on like that, banks being vulnerable, and they press it in the mannerism like, well, it's not the bank that's money who's end up missing, it's really yours. You know what I'm saying? They started trying to make the people feel like it wasn't the bank they got stolen from, it was you. So you need to make sure that everybody has these cards so nobody can do this again to you. Even though regardless of however much money got taken from the bank got to make sure your money there. You ain't got your account has nothing to do with whatever fake account the motherfuckers took that money from. So that's the wild shit.
It scare you into giving up your rights.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Yeah, exactly. Giving up you totally right. Giving up your rights. Just a sneaky way, like, oh, look, listen, we got to do this to save you. That's like the seatbelt law. You got to put the seatbelt on, man. It's going to save you.
Black power, brother born. Black power to the family, man. The BB488.
BB488, what's going on, T?
Yeah, brother Tim. It's good.
Ain't cooling now, man. Y'all doing all right?
Yes, sir. Checking this
Already.
story y'all the sister hit us up with, man. That's some crazy shit right there.
Cause I'm just not coming in, man. So I'm gonna catch in with you, dude.
No doubt. But yeah, man. Like I said, man, that's crazy though. But I can see it being used as a way to push. You need to have this new card. You gotta have it. Last week, did I put this shit in about the transgender military? Motherfuckers.
Slide that shit in.
Son, I'm not going to believe this. Transgender military personnel from 18 countries where open service allowed gathered to discuss whether U.S. military could lift the ban. Y'all, these some of the most craziest looking men in the motherfucking world, man. These motherfuckers is called... Yo, listen, people saying that they women. Son, man, hold on, I'm going to share this shit. I can't even... You got to see these these dudes. They said an estimated 1,500 transgender individuals serve in the U.S. military, but they are banned by the Pentagon from serving if their identity is discovered. The military is required to discharge them. So they saying that it's men dressed up like women serving in the military that they better not tell nobody that they men or they're going to get fired.
How they even get on there passing the physical?
Right. I don't know what the fuck, man.
Did they cross over after they joined or something? Like what?
Brother Dondre, you know, they ain't going too deep right now into this shit. They only hitting us up saying that they did. Don't nobody know.
These motherfuckers are crazy, man.
And they say, look.
But they just showed us like some aliens or something.
Yeah, look. House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi supports the elimination of rules that bans transgenders from serving openly in the military. Pelosi say there's no place for discrimination in the armed forces, including the basis of gender identity. Earlier this year, a report found that there is no compelling medical reason for a U.S. armed force to ban transgender Americans from serving. Listen.
What they mean there's no compelling reason to ban transgenders? What?
Just a bunch of crazy people. Why would you want to? And listen, these crazies from all over. They got crazies from Australia. They got them from New Zealand. Got from Jordan. Listen. None of these listen, man. Now you got two of them wearing dresses, one of them not wearing a dress, two wearing pants. Listen, man. If these ain't some of the most bugged out looking dudes in the motherfucking world. Look.
Oh shit.
Yo. Listen. Oh man. I don't know what to say. I'm gonna just share this shit. Fuck it. I'm just share it because you gotta see these fucking pictures. You gotta see them. If you don't see it, you won't believe it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, you're just gonna be like, nah, Brother Bourne just making it seem like that shit look like that. But I'm telling you right now, it's really like that. These
bunch of Caitlyn Jenners and shit.
Big ass dudes.
Hair all pressed out and shit. Straight ass hair, lipstick and shit.
These white men. So you know how crazy white men are. These white men, you know how crazy they look. Then you got this motherfucker, listen, man.
Heels and shit.
Yo, listen, I'm telling y'all, y'all don't see this shit, man. You ain't gonna be able to understand. I'm telling you right fucking now.
I think, man, because they did an interview with one of them motherfuckers. He's like, I was a transgender. I had to hide my identity for way too long.
Ain't no hiders. These ain't no hiders. These is.
Yeah, I know, but
come on, man. Hold up.
You see that shit?
I heard man, that they were supposed to have the motherfucking Caitlyn Jenner motherfucker on the cover of Sports Illustrated or something, my nigga.
Yeah, on the swimsuit issue. She's supposed to be covering the swimsuit issue.
You mean
it's going to be showcasing the swimsuit issue. They're going to put it to, you know.
Coming to a newsstand near you, man. Coming to a newsstand near you.
Y'all didn't cut that shit out, man.
But yo, how your man got on the skirt? Your man got on the skirt and shit like, yo, this shit is crazy, man.
Now you look crazy. Now they look crazy, right? A whole crew are just crazy. None of them look like women. They all look like fucking bugged out. Just lunched out. They all look like they lunched out on lunch meat, nigga. A whole gang of lunched out. Yo, listen, y'all.
Yo, you lunched out on lunch meat?
Man,
lunch meat, man.
Dude. Black Power, brother, what are you, man? The brother out there, he had the Justice.
Yeah, is the glasses supposed to make them look more feminine? I know it's all of them got on glasses and shit. Like, what the fuck the glasses supposed to do? That's supposed to hide the masculinity or something? What the fuck?
Little girl cat-eye glasses and shit.
These jokers is crazy, man.
Yo, you see the big one? You see the big one on the red hair? This motherfucker looking crazy.
Man. That's them, though, Brother Bourne. That's vintage European men. See, the shit they trying to show us is the costume bullshit, the little, general, this, that. Even Brother Dawa was saying, he said, man, I was in the service with these white boys, man. In the daytime, they in their uniform with M16s, oiled they shit up. At nighttime, he's like, them motherfuckers is in high heels and dresses, man. He said that shit.
Yo, now we get to the detrimental part of this situation. Now we get to the detrimental part. I must tell y'all. Freaks is freaks regardless to whom or what. So now we go to rolling out. Black lesbian brotherhood. Bruh spelled B-R-U-H. Brotherhood. Steals traditions from men of Omega Psi Phi. I'm Omicron Psi Omega. There's a group of black lesbians who've given the brothers of Omega Psi Phi fraternity incorporated cues a real headache. The women have appropriated many of the aspects of the divine nine fraternity, and it is causing a heated discussion. The group calls itself Omicron Psi Omega, and its website states the Omicron Psi Omega Incorporated was founded on April 21st, 2000 in the beautiful city of Tallahassee, Florida. We are a Greek organization that prides ourselves in embracing women who self-identify as aggressive, dominant, or masculine within the LGBT community. This brotherhood is like none other. We believe in our family. We also encourage professionalism, advocacy, and the idea that we can uplift our community by leaning on one another for support, motivation, and love. The women step like Qs, dress like Qs, and they exhibit some of the same behavior that one would see from men of Omega Psi Phi. But these are not all college students in the organization. The majority of them are adult women who wear male clothing and openly identify as lesbians. The message to some is the confusion one of gender identity and the theft of traditions of a predominantly black male organization that was founded in 1911 on the campus of Howard University. The fact that this group of black lesbians want to organize and have a fellowship amongst themselves is not an issue. At issue is the message that they are putting forward visually. They are emulated a proud group of black men in black male bonding and sexual identity. Oh, Lord, hold up, man. All right. This includes hypersexualized behavior of the steps of the men of Omega Psi Phi presenting a look of being hard. The women of Omega Psi Omega grab their crotches, stick out their tongues, and shout about being lesbians. These women are part of what is called the Rainbow Greek Network, which are organizations that are LGBT-themed and oriented. On the website for this network, it lists 5 Greek-letter organizations that are geared towards feminine lesbians only, masculine identified lesbians, or openly lesbians. The group has an anti-hazing policy for its members' organizations. Gender-bending Greek organizations have been around for some time on many HBCUs, but often hidden. There are many instances of gay black men who call themselves secret deltas, secret AKAs, and dress. And dress in the colors of these sororities, as well as perform in secret step shows. During the step shows, they strike the same poses that the sororities are famous for and yell out familiar phrases and displayed it for the sororities, but the self-described motherhood has taken it to another, and someone would say highly disrespectful level. The question is, have these women taken it too far?
That's some funny shit, brother boy, man. Them niggas could have started a damn fraternity war.
All right. Man, I don't know.
My thing, like, when you look at that shit, man, it's really like, you got to always put it in cultural context. Because basically what they're just showing you is European. When anytime you see homosexuality, bestiality, pedophilia, all that's European culture. So when they try to disassociate it by making it like an individual behavior when it's really a cultural behavior. So you got to be real careful with that shit. And then look at the term that they're using, gender-bending organizations. See, that's how you know it's part of their culture, because they got terminology for shit that you can't even think of. What the fuck is a gender-bending organization? See, the cracker know what that shit is, because it's part of his culture. Another individual who's not from that culture has to be given a definition of what that shit means. But a cracker know what that shit means. So it's basically one nation against another nation, man. All the stuff you see. Go ahead.
I don't understand what a gender bender is, man. That shit.
The fuck? That's what I'm saying. What type of terminology is you using here, dude?
Yo, these motherfuckers say, when you I'm going to self-identify. You can't, I'm going to self-identify as being aggressive. I ain't got to be aggressive. I'm just saying that I feel like I am aggressive. I feel like I look manly. I'm looking at these chicks. I'm looking at two of them anyway in the picture. And neither one of them look manly to me. I'm like, well, what manly part do y'all look? Where is this manliness at that y'all feel like y'all exude so much? It don't look like it exists. But, I think it's more, women be hurt, man. They done got hurt sometimes. Some man done said something to them. They done been abused or something. And now all of a sudden they feel like they ugly. I'm more like a man than anything. And then or if I look more like a man, then I won't be getting attacked and all that type of shit. I think that's where a lot of that shit comes from. I don't think it comes from like it don't natural. It's not. I don't think it's a natural event in the mind of a black woman that does some shit that is really for her.
Well, I was telling my queen brother born yesterday. I was saying, first of all, like the African male and the African female have taken on the roles of European men and European women. And I say that because our culture has been destroyed for a great deal as a collective. So we don't necessarily understand as a group what the role of the woman was in African society and what the role of the man was. We've adopted our oppressors' definitions and social concepts of what it is to be that. So in European culture, the white woman has always been in a subservient role. They've never been elevated, revered. They've always been, a byproduct of dominant male aggression. So their whole fucking existence, they've been trying to scrap and claw for some level of equality amongst their male peers. So now, because we under domination, the African woman has identified being that her identity has been destroyed and the black male's identity has been destroyed. She's identified with the white female agenda. So they think that they need to compete for positions of equality. And the black males also acting like white males, thinking they got to dominate their female and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't never how we roll. But this is why I talk about this equality, and I feel like I'm just as aggressive, and I need to be respected at the same level, and that ain't even us. It's not. It's us copying our oppressors. That's all it is, from my opinion.
I understand where you're coming from. And I agree on certain points. Well, right. There is a lot of copying. You know what I'm saying?
Just think about it. When we was coming up in the 40s and 30s, you really didn't see no shit like women like, oh, I need to be equal with my man. I mean, she had a role, and the man had a role. We wasn't necessarily beating our women and all that shit. We wasn't doing all that shit. Now, there might have been some instances when some shit was going on because we was under, being dominated. But as a group, I don't think like we was just off the fucking meat rack that dysfunctional amongst each other. We was. This shit been programmed over time to where we had each other's necks, or we feeling like we did. Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It go beyond just the, like, you know what I mean? It go beyond just the regular social programming. You know It go to everything that's being modified around us. Our whole environment, your living environment being modified around you from a more environment. You remember back in the day, niggas had glass cups, glass stoves. Everything was glass, ceramic, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Cast iron. You was living, your bed was made of wood. All that shit, everything was natural wood. Wasn't this pressy board wood. House made of brick, wood, not all this other shit, you know what I'm saying? Now we living in the whole environment has become less natural. Everything around us has become less natural over time. All the things that are around you, you can't find a lot of things in your house you could never find in nature. You know what I'm saying? You can't just break like I was saying, like you could just have a glass, and the glass, you know what I'm saying? The glass is really sand molecules that has been heated up enough to motherfucking be reorganized. The molecules be reorganized into the fucking glass that you got. But plastic is not that. You know what I'm saying? So the environment is just totally different. You know what I mean? So we're living in a totally different environment that's totally unnatural. The results is what we're getting. You know what
Check it out, though. Is it really unnatural to a motherfucker who doesn't come from a natural environment?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's unnatural to us.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. But for the European, this is like, you know what I'm saying, evolutionary living. Like, yeah.
No, that's what he called it.
Microwave food. I could put this shit in the microwave. My shit be ready in 5 minutes, as opposed to having to take 2-3 hours to cook something.
No, that's where he at now. That's what it is. That's where evolution has brought us to. That is evolution now.
So now you got black people, though, like, man, give me a microwave dinner. You know what I'm saying? Got time to be trying to, you know what I mean? Thanksgiving coming up and shit.
No, what you're saying is right, though, man. I'm saying that's where, like, the new evolution, we talking this trans thing, the next evolution is transhumanism. You know what I mean? They talking transhumanism. Oh, matter of fact, let me pull this definition up of transhumanism. That's exactly what this beat's talking about. This beat's talking about transhuman. Yeah.
You can only be transhuman if you wasn't never no motherfucking human in the first fucking place. But when you was it, like, we was already it. So for us, this shit is like, what the fuck is going on? But for them, this is like, oh, man, this is just life, evolution of humankind. But you wasn't never no fucking human in the first place, so it don't register to you like this shit is out of pocket. Yeah. But for a natural human being, as Africans are, we like, man, what the fuck is going down? This is crazy. For these motherfuckers, they were... Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just saying, I'm going along with you.
Nah, for a natural person who's of the earth, of the sun, you know what I'm saying, of the elements, this shit is just way out of whack. this is just way out of our, cultural context. Our cultural compass is all the way off, and we realize it. But these motherfuckers go from one crazy level to the next.
Well, transhumanism is the way that they on right now. They getting us geared up to that nobody is anything. We all is one.
Or you can be whatever the fuck you want to be.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You can be
man, you ain't no man. You got balls and a penis, but you're not a man though. How you feel this morning? You feel like a man this morning?
Let me give you a basic definition. Transhumanism is an international and intellectual movement that aims to transform the human condition by developing and creating widely sophisticated technologies. Hold up. No. Here we go. That's the bullshit definition. That's the bullshit. They try to give us a nice thing. Oh, it's just about making everything better.
That's all this about, man. They just trying to give people the freedom to be who they want to be, man. Come on now.
Well, that's what they really saying is that we just trying to make everything in the world better.
Hey, trying to hurt nobody.
Everything that they have that claims to make them advance, then the other, I guess, what they so-called third world primitive has all affected the earth negatively. You know what I'm saying? That's what I noticed.
Mm-hmm. What they saying is advancement is population control, man. If you got a bunch of dickless, vaginaless motherfuckers running around, you ain't got to worry about nobody procreating.
Listen,
do that.
Listen, they pushing the hermaphrodite like, yo, listen, man. That fucking, right now, you can go look. They're getting spikes in hermaphrodites being born. And it's not because, people trying to push it like, oh, listen, it's the end of the world and the Bible and all that shit. It's because of the shit that they putting in motherfucking food, shit in the water, shit that we take that it negatively affects the hormones that's inside the woman's body when she's pregnant, which is messing the child up. These bastards,
You right. They're genetically modifying the human biochemical makeup to create this fucking mutated motherfucker that they want.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They creating this shit right now. They making us into this new being. So you know what I'm saying? Now you start to looking into all the things that they started doing, like in the 70s, all the different soy products that they started pushing, which automatically messed up people's endocrine glands. Then when your woman is taking it, they're giving it all these different other chemicals that give her high estrogen levels. You know what I'm saying? Abnormally high estrogen levels during pregnancy and shit like that are bad if you have a boy in your womb. Because now it's not, you know what I'm saying, he ain't developing like how a man's supposed to develop because there's too much estrogen in there. So he's just forced to he's forced into having feminine traits. Like, ain't nothing you can do about it. You've been bombarded with the shit. Now I'm trying to get this fucking article up. All right, transhumanism. What does it mean? What does it mean to be human? Biology has a simple answer. If your DNA is consistent with Homo sapiens, you're a human. But we all know that humanity is a lot more complex and nuanced. Because if you believe in evolution, at some point we ceased being a great ape and became human. Likewise, if you slowly remove parts from a human, you cause it to threshold it to inhumanity. Again, though we run into the same problems, we do codify, classify, and ratify what actually makes us human. All right. It said being a human is a sliding scale. You know what I'm saying? Does empathy make us human? Does removing the desire to procreate make us inhuman? If I physically alter my brain to behave in a different, non-standard way, am I still human? If I have all my limbs removed and my head spliced into a robot, am I still human? C, upgrade your ears. Elective auditory implants give you cyborg hearing. At first glance, these questions might sound inflammatory and hyperbolic or perhaps surreal and sci-fi, but don't be fooled. In the next decade, given the continual acceleration of computer technology and biomedicine, we will be forced to confront these questions and attempt to find some answers. Transhumanism is a cultural and intellectual movement that believes we can and should improve the human condition through the use of advanced technologies. One of the core concepts of transhumanist thinking is life extension through genetic engineering, nanotech, cloning, and other emerging technologies. Eternal life may soon be possible. Likewise, transhumanist thinking is life. Likewise, transhumanists are interested in ever-increasing numbers of technologies that can boost our physical, intellectual, and psychological capabilities beyond what humans are naturally capable of. Thus, the term transhuman. Transcranial direct current stimulation, for example, which speeds up reaction times and learning speed by running a very weak electric current through your brain, has already been used by the U.S. military to train snipers. On the more extreme side, transhumanism deals with the concept of mind uploading to a computer. What happens when we finally craft a computer with greater than human intelligence, the technological singularity. How to create a mind or die trying. They got another article called How to Create a Mind or Die Trying. Beyond the obvious benefits of eternal life or superhuman strength, transhumanism also investigates the potential dangers and ethical pitfalls of human enhancement. In case of life extension, if every human on Earth suddenly stopped dying, overpopulation would trigger a very rapid and very dramatic socio-economic disaster unless we stop giving birth to babies. Of course, but that merely rips open another can of worms. Without birth and death, would society and humanity continue to grow and evolve, or would it stagnate, suffocated by the accumulated ego of intellectuals and demagogues who just will not die? Likewise, if only the rich have access to intelligence and strength-boosting drugs and technologies, what would happen to society? Should everyone have the right to boost their intellect? Would society still operate smoothly if everyone had an IQ of 300 and 5 doctorate degrees? All right, man, this is going. It's getting tedious in this reading this article right here, man. But they talk about giving people bionic eyes. You know what I'm saying?
X-Men. It's X-Men all over again.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They really, who remember the movie? Who remember the TV show, The $6 Million Man?
Yeah, I remember it a little bit. Steve
Austin. That was my favorite show when I was young. When I was a little kid, that was my favorite show, The $6 Million Man. And in that show, this was what they were doing. Yeah. They had altered him to be bionic. You know what I'm saying? He could, what was his name? Something Severs. But, whatever it is.
Kit Severs?
Huh?
Was it Kit Severs?
I don't know. It was something Severs.
Yeah, I think it was Kit.
All right.
Go ahead, though. I remember. I watched it a few times.
Hey, Kit. Yeah, it might have been. Yeah.
KIT. Yeah.
But anyway, you know what I'm saying? He had superpowers because of militarily they had took it and just restructured his eyesight, everything about him. They just redeveloped it through what we would call now nanotechnology and bio medicine. You know what I'm saying? And they basically re-engineered them to be a part. What was I wouldn't even say a robot, but he was like a
cyborg, something like a cyborg.
Huh?
Yeah, like
something like a cyborg.
Yeah, like some cyborg type shit. Yeah, exactly, like some cyborg. Like he was still living, but he was also mechanical. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit on Will Smith on iRobot, like. Like that.
Which, and this is what that tells you, that you speaking on that. That Kid Sievers, that's back in the 80s, bro. So that tell you this is old technology. So we already got motherfuckers like this pretty much walking amongst us. I mean, we have to be kind of, blind to the fact to think that it's not, that's old technology now. They already got super soldiers and all that shit.
Now this is what they saying here. Telling you. Yeah, we already done used it. But they got snipers super sharp. We done already used it for that. So now imagine other things that they done used it for. They telling you that they used it for the snipers. So if they use it for the snipers, they make the snipers more, you know what I'm saying, more sensitive to light and be able to see shit better, you know what I mean? Give them better eyesight and shit. Imagine what they doing to the other motherfucking things, man. They got animals, they probably doing this shit too, give them better smell, all this shit, man. See, this
and then
I'm going to tell y'all, this is why I'm not scared of this motherfucking white man. Because even though he got all this technology and shit, right, everything he do, he still try to do it to people and shit like that to make them better. Because he know that other shit will fail and that he might have to just really put some hands and feet on motherfuckers.
Hopefully that's what he's going to have to do, and he know he can't win that battle. Yeah,
so he's trying to make super soldiers and shit where he already got an advantage. You know what I'm saying? He needs super beings already because he understands that, look, we might have a fucking, you know what I'm saying, listen, EMP, like, there might be, what was that EMP weapon that they had on the motherfucking, what was it, the Matrix? The sun, solar flares are coming. Solar flares can hit the planet and cause that same type of electromagnetic disruption. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it is. And, like, they know that shit can happen. That it's the possibility that some shit like that can happen. And they got to still be ready to get busy. So we should be taking heed to that. That should be a good thought in our head. That, look, these motherfuckers still scared. They still scared. No matter how bad we cutting on each other, we just fucking all up. So no matter how bad it looked like we fucking up, they still shook to death.
Cause that's the thing, bro. Really, what they're trying to do is find out a way, like you said, to deal with the black man and the black woman, because they didn't put everything that they had into trying to annihilate us, man. And it ain't worked. I mean, they done gave us everything. They still in the lab trying to figure out what the next thing they gonna try to hit us with, and we getting stronger.
Yeah, and that's why
I think that issue is the fact that they don't want us here, but they need us.
The thing about this shit happening though is that, man, we got to be aware of where we at, man, and be prepared to not allow them, because like the fact, you know what I mean, the thought that they ain't eliminated us yet, though, can't come in our mind and be like, it's a good thing. Like, I'm just saying that it's good that we can see.
Yeah, this is it.
But it's good to see that they fill it with a context that it'll be physical on physical. So we can see that, listen, man, we should be preparing ourselves to get busy with that, get busy on that physical. Because I don't rest on the fact that they ain't killed us yet. So these motherfuckers, I know what I'm saying, I can't rest on it, because, you know what I'm saying, that's just, I can't rest on the fact that they ain't killed us yet. That's all I'm to say. I just can't rest on that fact.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. All I'm saying,
they need to go, man, because ain't nobody gonna stop them from the look. It ain't like it ain't working. They got, you know what I'm saying, like you know what I'm saying. It ain't that they want. It's that they need 100 plans at once working at one time. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like right now they got 99 on it.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, all in all, though, yo, let me see. What's the next story to get into? But this shit is going down, though, man. It is going down. It's going down. They really working at this, you know what I'm saying? And one of the things is really, you know, all the stuff that we seeing with the taking away of the bathrooms, all the trans sexual and all that shit. You pick whatever you are. They're telling doctors now, they're starting to try to tell doctors when they deliver children that you can't tell the parent what the sex of the child is. The child got a choice on what sex they want to be when they grow up. You know what I mean? So this is what we're dealing with right now. We're dealing with the beast to beast. So, homeschooling, listen, seriously, we should all take and look to be a part of some type of homeschooling program. If you don't have children in a homeschooling program, you should try to see about volunteering to help one out. You know what I mean? Real shit. We at a point in time where listen, you want to find a way to combat a lot of this, volunteer for an African Center school in your community, man. Volunteer to help start one, man. Straight up. We at the point of no return. We at the point of no return.
Black power. That's what's up.
So.
Then the thing is this too, big bro, like, we don't know when they're going to shut the public schools down, so all our peoples that think they got jobs working with the school system, man, in a minute they just going to pretty much just shut that shit down and just have, like, be just like camps and shit. You know what I'm saying? So people thinking they waiting for their pension to come and this and that, and they got 2 more years left and they can retire. And then, you know, people just now getting their teaching certificates, like, got to start thinking, like, that shit might not be there, man. It's not going to be there, but they don't tell it when the day will come. It's not if, it's when. That they're just going to be like, we don't need y'all no more. We don't need y'all coming in. You good. Thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah, yo, listen, they've been doing it. You see all the time fucking layoffs they've been doing, man. Laying teachers off all across the country, man. Y'all got to go, man. You got to go. You got to go. You know what I'm saying?
And then they bringing in motherfuckers just like babysitters. Like the motherfuckers they bringing in, they ain't really paying them shit. They just babysitters.
Yeah, because they looking to send it over to private. So when they send it to private schools, you got 2 types of private schools. You got the ones where they send the children that they gonna set up to be the next motherfucking gatekeepers, right? Then you got the other schools that they setting them up to either go to the motherfucking workforce or go to jail, man. That's it.
Menial labor and shit.
That's if you in school, because if you in school, more than likely you going to the workforce. The rest of them, they already, look, man, we setting jails up for y'all, man. We ain't playing. We serious about this. We setting jails up for you. Where do you think that money in that budget going to? We were serious when we put that money in that budget over there. We need inmates. We need inmates. We got private prisons that we contracted with that will sue us, that will sue our ass if we don't keep the prison to a certain capacity. You understand? When you got shit going on like that, you know what time it is. As a matter of fact, I'm going to find an article.
You know what picture just popped in my head with that scenario you just painted? It just put like a forced house nigga, slave nigga type of situation where the niggas going in jail out of your field niggas. Just your rebellious, they know that's going to buck the system eventually. And the ones they giving jobs put in the workforce is your house niggas to get the perception of things is cool. Those are your yes sir balls motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's what just popped in my head.
Yeah. So they can keep their perception up. Here it go. Prison quotas. Prison quotas. Oh, man, transgender can sue prison over rape. I've seen that when I looked over prison through overpopulation. And like, don't pull this article, gonna pull up from the Huffington Post. And pull this up from the Huffington Post. I'm gonna put this on the Facebook real quick. We'll share this on Facebook real fast. If I can share it on Facebook. Damn, it seems like it don't want me to do nothing. Well, it's going slow right now. It's going slow. But it's from the Huff Post. Chris Kirkham is the dude who did the article. Let me see. All right, I'm gonna share it on Facebook now. It's an older article, but it's still relevant to the conversation that we're having right now. It ain't like it stopped. The article old. All right. All right. Let's see here. Lockup quota to ensure private prisons turn a profit. If a certain number of beds aren't filled, states must pay the prison companies for the unused beds, leaving taxpayers footing the bill for lower crime rates. Here are prisons with contracts that guarantee occupancy of 90% or more. Damn. Them shit's down south really on it. California got 3 of them. GEOs. Hold on. I gotta find the difference between the GEO or MTC and the CCA. Hold up. Because they got them labeled here as this, but I don't know exactly. They're not telling me exactly what that means. They're telling me exactly what it means, though. Because they got GEO. Is that a contractor?
You're right, too, big bro, because when you look at the laws, like, they made some adjustments and shit. I can remember when child support wasn't no fucking crime. Like, you couldn't get locked up for not paying child support and shit. Like, they rewrote a lot of shit to where it became criminal offenses. Like, civil, you know what I mean? Civil and domestic shit became criminal shit.
Yeah, so they can fill them prisons up, man. Shit. And now, guess where the majority of these places is at, man? You know where the majority of them at. In the South.
In the sharecropping states and shit, where they know niggas really still ain't got shit.
Hold on.
And they...
All right. Now, listen. God damn. Yo, all right.
Where they need that free work, my nigga. They need that land clear. They need that land work.
All right, well, you got 3 GEOs inside California. You got Arizona, all right, that's Arizona and New Mexico. New Mexico is, hold up, which one is right beside Texas? That's Arizona, right?
Yeah.
All right, and then New Mexico and then California. All right. New Mexico got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 prisons that if you don't give them 90%, they're suing. New Mexico got 3. Oklahoma got 4. Louisiana got 2. Mississippi got 1. Let me see. Mississippi. What is that? Shit. All right. Georgia got 1, 2, 3, 4. Florida got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 7. 7 of them. You know what I'm saying? In Tennessee, That's Kentucky. Kentucky got one. No, Tennessee got one. My bad. Tennessee got one. And Maryland. Let me see, North Carolina, Virginia. North Carolina, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia got one. Ohio got one. That's Indiana with one. But all them states got prisons. Listen, you got to keep maximums up, man. We need 90%. Woo! Listen, man. Look at this shit right here. All right. After 3 violent inmates escaped from an Arizona private prison in July 2010, prompted a 2-week multi-state manhunt. State correction officials demanded improvement and stopped sending new inmates to what they call a dysfunctional 3,300-bed facility. Less than a year later, the company that runs the prison Management and Training Corps, threatened to sue the state. A line in their contract guaranteed that the prison would remain 97% full. They argued that they had lost nearly $10 million from the reduced inmate population. State officials renegotiated the contract but ended up paying $3 million for empty beds as the company continued to address problems, according to state documents. All right, they got a far from exception. Arizona's contractually obligated promise to fill prison beds is a common provision in a majority of private prison contracts, according to a public records analysis released today. The group reviewed 60 contracts between private prisons and companies and state and local governments across the country and found language mentioning quotas for prisoners in nearly 2/3 of those analyzed. The prison bed guarantees range between minimums of 70% occupancy in the California prison to 100% occupancy requirements at some Arizona prisons. Most of the contracts have language mandating that at least 90% of prison beds be filled. Experts argue that such requirements create an incentive for policymakers to focus on filling empty prison beds as opposed to pursuing long-term policy changes such as sentencing reform that could significantly reduce prison populations. In short, many states are effectively obligated to continue to incarcerate people regardless of crime rates and public safety needs, or otherwise hand over taxpayer dollars in order to satisfy private profit-making companies. Man. Oh, man.
When you look at the ownership on them prisons, Born, is it like is you seeing the same people, and they, I mean, I know you might not didn't look that deep as far as the ones who are, they got a monopoly on this shit. The same ones building it, the same ones getting contracted to do the building, to do the operating, the administrative shit, and then you got phone calls.
But I'm gonna tell you, right, with a little bit of due diligence, I would bet this right here. I would bet, you know what I'm saying, $100 to a potato that some of these private prisons not only run the prisons but also run some of these schools.
Oh, that's a definite.
Find a connection.
Mm-hmm.
With people who own the prisons and people who own some of these private schools.
And probably some of the ones who own the hospitals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, private hospitals.
Yep, and some of the utilities, motherfuckers who own the utilities companies, because it's a hustle. It's a multifaceted hustle. Because you got inmates, they're gonna need medical care. They're gonna need the commissary and shit, toilet paper, all that shit. You're gonna need communication. You're gonna need clothes. So these motherfuckers got a monopoly. That's how you say your boy got rich. The motherfucker off The Price is Right, Rob Barker. He got contracts where he supplies most of the toiletries and shit for most of the private prisons across the fucking country.
Yo, they took in, they scrubbed the page. They scrubbed the page where you could find which was the prisons that.
where they getting their goods and services from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you're getting the services from the ones who was the public records that they released. The public records scrubbed. In the advocacy group, the shit been scrubbed, so I have to try to find it somewhere else.
Because what you're gonna find is a lot of the motherfuckers involved with them is some of your local senators, the people who doing the fucking legislation for this shit. The senators, the congressmen, your city council motherfuckers, they all in cahoots. So they had to scrub the shit. Because when you look at it, it'll be the same motherfucker you voting for, the same motherfucker you thought was your alderman and this and that, be right there invested, be one of the top investors.
Let's see. Mm-hmm. Let me see.
So when you think about it, man, it ain't even nothing but a pyramid scheme. The private prisons is just a pyramid scheme. That's all it is. You got niggas coming in on the top, you got niggas coming in on the bottom. It's just trickle down effect.
And those on top never come down. All right, yeah, you got the Correction Corporation of America. I heard of that.
Checked into them motherfuckers.
Yeah, I heard of them before. I'm waiting for this to open up. Let's see. Hold up. All right, let me see. Hold up, let me see here. Let's see what the cracker. Let's see what the cracker done pulled up on these jokers. Let's see here. You know, we're gonna look here. This is from a blog, WordPress. Darwin Bondgram WordPress. According to public analysis from Bloomberg, the largest holder in Corrections Corporation of America is Vanguard Group Incorporated. And Corrections Corporation of America, they hold several private prisons in America. Now, Vanguard also holds considerable stake in the media giant determining the country's culture and fact. Vanguard is the third largest holder in both Viacom and Time Warner. Vanguard is also the third largest holder in the GEO Group, whose corrections, detention, and community reentry services both 101 facilities, approximately 73,000 beds, and 1,800 employees. Second nationally only to Corrections Corporation of America. GEO's facilities are located not only in the United States, but in the United Kingdom, Australia, and South Africa. You may be thinking, well, Vanguard is only the third largest holder in those media conglomerates, which is no guarantee that they're calling any shots. Well, the number one holder of both Viacom and Time Warner is a company called BlackRock. BlackRock is the second largest holder in Correction Corporation of America, second only to Vanguard, and sixth largest holder in the GEO Group. There are many other startling overlaps in private prison mass media ownership, but two underlying facts become very clear. The people who own the media are the same people who own private prisons, the exact same people, and using one to promote the other is or would be, depending on your analysis, very lucrative.
That the way they word that shit is kind of crazy. They saying that Corrections Corporation is the largest, and Vanguard owns the largest percentage of that company, but Vanguard is the third largest in the country. It's like they mixing up the numbers where it sounds like Vanguard is controlling the whole shit.
Now listen,
Right.
They say Vanguard is the third largest holder in both Viacom and Time Warner.
And they're also the largest holder in the Corrections Corporation.
No, and also the third largest holder in the GEO Group.
Okay.
Yeah,
What they saying is you dealing with Frank James and Jesse James, man.
Mhm. And then another thing, man, is is, it's also putting us back under shadow slavery too, as far as the inmates. You know what I'm saying? Because at first, how the normal prison set up is you're a ward of the state. You're like an inmate of the state. You know what I'm saying? You're like you're a state property. Whereas whenever you go through the private corporation prison, it makes you more of a personal property. You know what I'm saying? Because you're personal property more to the CEO of whatever corporation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it ain't the same rules and regulations. Motherfucker don't gotta look out for you the same way.
There's nowhere near the same regulations, and the prisons are ran totally different. They ran totally different, bro. So you know what I'm saying? Like those private prisons are them CCA prison shit. They ran totally different than the regular state penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? These crackers is off the chain, man. Let's just say it.
And then, like you saying, man, when you see, they all in cahoots. Because then when you go to the who the fuck passed legislation that, okay, when you get caught with crack cocaine as opposed to fucking regular cocaine, you getting almost 10 times the motherfucking difference in your sentencing, the disparity in your sentence. Those motherfuckers is in cahoots with the niggas who run in the prison system. And then three strikes and you out. Like, what the fuck?
Yo, check this out. Listen to how they try to sweep it away. They say, look, man, you got to look at it that Vanguard and BlackRock and them, they own investments in a lot of companies. That, they just so large that they might own more in certain places, but they just they make sure they put money in the best things to invest in. That's all that is. That's coincidence. Coincidence.
Well, Brother DeAndre just said something that was so thorough. And Brother Tim, if you take these companies back before you go back 100 years or 200 years, the same motherfuckers who was probably deep in the shadow slave trade, these companies branched out of that same money.
Exactly. Definitely.
I'm like you. I bet $100 to a potato. Them motherfuckers came out of the same. They came right off the backs of the chattel slave trade, and then boom, right into the prison industry.
Think about it. If you think about it, where does most of our goods that are still made here come from? Your tables, chairs, and all that shit, licenses, all that little shit. That shit is made in the prison.
In the prison system, yeah.
Where they pay these niggas nothing. Slave labor. They was losing money from the shift from the physical slavery to the modern day version of it, but they still need that free labor. So you have your private prisons to give them that free labor. Hence, most of being in the South.
Yeah.
Shit ain't a coincidence. And then you look at what Viacom and these media moguls pushed on the population, the type of images they constantly push on the population, the jail culture, the gang culture they pushed on the population. They control the prison. It all goes hand in hand.
Dangerous, man. Grab business, bro. Whenever
who's sitting down putting the dots together?
And then, like I just was saying too, Brother DeAndre, then you got to go to the legislators where they passing laws. Motherfuckers for a quarter ounce of crack cocaine, a motherfucker's getting 10 years. An ounce of crack cocaine, you getting 15 to 20 years. Like, what the fuck? And if a motherfucker got an ounce of straight raw coke, you might get 3 years or 2 years. So, I mean, you go from the mass media to the legislative bodies of the country, and they all in cahoots, man. And then a white boy come in, get charged with the same shit you got charged with, and he's getting a fraction of the time.
Yeah, that's what the whole categorizing the drugs thing, that's what that whole thing was about. was because if you look at the categories, the difference between Category 1 and Category 2, when you look at it, like in one category, you're going to see pretty much all of them drugs that the white boys fucking love. You know what I'm saying?
Huh?
But on the other end, you're going to see, you know what I'm saying, shit that niggas fuck with. You're going to see, you know what I'm saying, the shit niggas sell, trying to make money like the heroin, the crack. You're going to see, you know what I'm saying, you're going to see the lean is on that side. Exos is on that side. You're going to see shit that niggas do is on that side. You see what I'm saying? And that's the shit that goddamn HUD your ass out with on the time. You know what I'm talking about?
No doubt. And then when you see that, though, then you got to put it to the fact how the crack cocaine even got into the community. Because we didn't bring that shit in. These motherfuckers strategically set this pyramid scheme up from the top to the bottom. So you got your fucking crooked-ass CIA motherfucker, George Bush and his boys, bringing that shit in. You got
Bill
Clinton.
No, Bill Clinton. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah, you right. Bill Clinton, George Bush, you know what I'm saying? The whole gauntlet. I mean, we could get the names up, and then they bring the shit in. First of all, they destabilize the community, gentrify the area, using the guns and the drugs. Then they giving out fucking monumental prison sentences over minor crime, nonviolent crimes. This was unprecedented until this shit happened to us. This shit was unprecedented. Mm-hmm. And then you got the private prisons. So before they even went to the point of passing the legislation, they had to already start build. The prisons already had to be getting built. So then you got the prisons. You got the prisons getting built. You got the criminal justice system acting as criminals, bringing drugs into the black community, bringing guns into the black community. Then they went through the emotions of bringing so-called a war on drugs, a war on crime. So then they got rich by, flooding our communities with fucking rogue-ass Blackwater police officers, so-called police officers and shit. Niggas coming in, running all types of drills on this, all types of shit.
And they had the media. They had control of the media to push it through, to push all them ideas through. You know what I'm saying? But boys say they was ranked, what you say, number 3 in Viacom. That's off the chain right there, bruh.
You know what else we don't realize? They don't think.
90-some% of all media is controlled through Viacom. Every radio station you listen to, every TV, damn near every TV station, you know what I'm saying? Damn near. Shit. That's dangerous, bruh.
Well, listen, right.
Go ahead, bro.
No, I'm saying I'll pull this article. To find a couple of the people who are investing hard and heavy.
Feel me?
Prison. And very interesting what this article says here. We got, they say, using today, you know what I'm saying, the Correctional Corporation, GEO, look through the Correctional Corporation and GEO Group, the two biggest corporations that operate detention centers in the U.S., who is cashing in most on prisons. Hold up. Somebody got
to go fucking up.
Somebody got something going on. Somebody got something going on that's really nasty on the beat. Let me get that right real quick. Oh, well, they got it right for their own self. Thank you. And who's getting rich? Okay. Yeah. All right. So, hold on 1 second. All right. Here we go. Henry, let me see. Using NASDAQ data, looking through the Corrections Corporation of America and GEO Group, the two biggest corporations that operate detention centers in the U.S., to find out who The individual who's invested the most in private prisons is Henry Waddell, who started serving on CCA's board of directors in 2000, when the company was struggling with scandals related to prisoner abuse and mismanagement. He now owns more than 650,000 shares in the company, which is far more successful these days. Those shares are worth $25 million.
Hold up. Say that. Read that one more. Read that last two sentences again, Brother Bourne.
He now owns more than 650,000 shares in the company, which is far more successful these days. Those shares are worth more than $25 million.
650,000 shares. Worth more than 25. Worth more than. See how these dirty motherfuckers work? Worth more than 25 million bones.
Think about how they said he invested when the company was struggling. So he probably got majority of his shares for like pennies on a dollar.
Yeah, he's got them super dirt.
Exactly. Then pushed them niggas, got them government contracts and shit. Now he's a fucking millionaire.
Now we got to find out who Henry Waddell is, because he already probably was linked in and knew what he was doing. He knew what he was going in. Henry Waddell was already setting it up. Yeah, Henry Waddell was already setting it up. You know what I'm saying? There's no way he already knew what was going to happen. So now they say they asked Waddell about how he felt about making that money like that. Did it bother him to profit off a system that puts more people in prison than any other country? He says, America, the freest country in the world. America allows more freedom than any other country, much more than Russia and a whole lot more than Scandinavia, where they really aren't free. So offering all this freedom to society, there'll be a certain number of people more in this country than elsewhere who take advantage of that freedom, abuse it, and end up in prison. This happens because we are so free in this country. How the fuck are you free to go to jail?
He said motherfuckers got too free, so they needed to lock a few motherfuckers up to keep shit in check.
He bone locking them niggas up. That's what he's saying, man.
Much freedom. The niggas too free. Check. All right. The other one is George Zoley, another prison profiteer who has no moral qualms about the business. Zoley is the CEO of GEO Group and the second biggest investor in the incarceration industry. In fact, he's so proud of his business, which is committed to a laundry list of human rights abuse, he tried to get a college football stadium named after it. Damn. Zoley made nearly $6 million last year through salary and bonuses alone, but the real money is in stock. He owns more than 500,000 shares, and he has made $23 million in stock trades during one 18-month period. But you can't accuse him of not earning his pay. Exactly. GEO saw a 57% spike in profits in the first quarter of 2013. The company's executives reassured investors that the incarceration rate wouldn't be dropping anytime soon when announcing its earnings. Zoley will be mega rich for years to come. Oh, man.
Like, why would you even try to predict that shit? Why would you even say, you know what I'm saying? We know the incarceration rate ain't gonna even drop no time soon, man.
Yeah.
That show you, man, like how they thinking, bro. They thinking of changing this motherfucker no time soon.
Yeah, man. Listen, ain't no time soon incarceration rate dropping. This good money. When you spend here, this you might as well collect, man.
The shekels is guaranteed.
Yeah, these guaranteed shekels here. Guaranteed shekels.
Whoa.
Yeah.
When he say some people have took advantage of their freedom, who you think he talking to? Yeah.
You know.
Talk about niggas, nigga. We took y'all back to slavery, nigga.
Hold on. Listen. All right. Jeremy, we got two more. Jeremy Mendick and Matt Sorovich. Both Waddell and Zoley are big donors to the Republican Party, but that doesn't mean those on the left side flavor of the game.
that right there.
Look, Matthew Bovich and Jeremy Mendez both donate to Democratic politicians and are involved with progressive learning organizations like Root Capital, a non-profit lending company that offers loans to farmers in developing countries to alleviate poverty. They giving money to motherfuckers cross seas with the money they making locking niggas up here. Their day job, however, is running Scopia Capital, a hedge fund that is one of the largest shareholders of Geo Group. The fund owns about $300 million in shares in that company, which represents 12% of its entire portfolio. Like Zoli, they are good at what they do. Their fund outperformed the market by 20 percentage points, and the state of New Jersey hired Scopia to manage $150 million worth of pensions. I called them up, asked them about being liberal and investing in prisons, but they refused to answer any questions. Mendel wouldn't answer no questions. Travovis wasn't available. Now,
must be nice.
Spell these cats' names, Brother Bourne. Harry Whittendale. Spell their names out real quick so the fam can look these motherfuckers up and see what businesses or what they own. So if nothing else, we can stop spending money with some of these motherfuckers' companies if you know that you're spending money with them and you might not have knew it before.
Yeah. Let me spell his name out too. Henry Whittendale. That's HenryWeddell. Henry.
That's Black Power, Brother Griff, man.
Yeah.
Feel me? Because we got to quit this talking and we got to put some pressure on these bitch ass niggas. You said Henry. How you spell the last name, Brother Bourne?
W-E Weddell. W-E-D-E-L-L. Weddell. Henry Weddell. And that's a Henry with an I, not a Y. Then we got George Zoli. And George Zoli.
Ball hat.
Yeah, these hats. George Zoli. George is spelled just like it sounds, George. Zoli, Z-O-L-E-Y. Z-O-L-E-Y. Now let me see. These two other Ruskies, Jeremy Mendich, Jeremy Jeremy Mindich. And Matt Mendich, Mindich. Jeremy Mendich. And Matt Sorovich, Mattsirovich.
Polish hat.
No, hold up. You know what I'm saying? And let me see. You know, they talking about private prisons. The Democrat Party is totally fine with the incarceration rate. Even though Richard Nixon and Reagan, they the ones who they created the real hard drug war policies that started the prison skyrocketing population. But Bill Clinton, he passed the same tough crime. Vice President Joe Biden was a principal player in the Clinton era's crime policies. He wrote the Violent Crime and Law Enforcement Act, which, among other things, called for $9.7 billion in increased funding for prisons and stiffer penalties for drug offenders. Damn.
Oh, you got to see this fucking cracker, man. This Henry Weddell, look at this cracker. Colonel Redenbacher looking motherfucking cracker, bro. He looked like he was down with the motherfucking looked like a fucking old ass German Jew and shit. 71 years old. Henry Ludwig Weddell, 71 years old. Last known location, Memphis, Tennessee. Offense: human trafficking, slave trade, crime against humanity. Is this fucking dude? Waddell has been on the board of directors at the CCA since 2000. He is invested in the most prisons out of anyone else in America. He owns stock shares that are worth over $25 million. He was asked how he felt about, okay, you must have read this already, about making people in prisons, making money off people in prisons. Yeah, you read this already, didn't you, big bro?
Yeah, but I didn't read whatever you reading is something different. I read that part, but that's.
They say he won it though.
Hold on, go back to this cracker. What's this cracker been charged with? What?
No, I think somebody playing around. You know, they made a poster of the nigga. You know how white people be making them spoofs and shit.
Oh.
And I think they made a poster of this motherfucker basically saying what he's doing is indicative, like, you know what I'm saying, of human trafficking, slave trade, and crimes against humanity. They're saying basically because this motherfucker's profiting off of the backs of incarcerating, you know what I'm saying, mass numbers of individuals for bullshit crimes and shit. So I think they made a spoof. It's not a cartoon. This is real picture, but they just made a wanted poster of the motherfucker. You know how whiteys be doing this shit.
Oh.
But so this is what they said. Henry Ludwig Waddell, 71 years old, out of Memphis, Tennessee. Did you see this picture of this cracker?
No, I ain't even looked at the cracker yet.
Oh, man, this motherfucker look crazy as hell. He looked like Judge, that old white judge, little faggot up in New York.
Mayor Ed Koch?
That's that motherfucker. He look like Ed Koch's cousin and shit.
Yeah, I already know. I already knew what kind of hat. Listen, look, when you said Ludwig, I said, yeah. You said that, I said, yeah, all right. I already know what kind of hat this is. That's the motherfucking, the penguin-looking hat.
Well, he ain't got his hair gray. You got it. He look like a Nazi motherfucker too. This motherfucker look like he eats niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like he eat niggas for breakfast, bro. This nigga looks sick.
Yo, now listen. Now this article messing up, but let me tell y'all something. Guess who else invest large into the prison population? Remember we talked about the Vanguard Group. Now the Vanguard Group and Fidelity Investments are the top two 401k providers. They are also two of the private prison industry's biggest investors. Together they own about 20% of both CCA and GEO. That means that if you have a 401k plan, there's a good chance you benefit financially from private prisons. And even if you don't, there are many more mutual funds, brokerage firms, and banks that invest in private prisons. It's being a growth industry and all. So if you have money somewhere other than your wallet or your mattress, it's a good bet you're involved in some way with companies that are locking up and probably abusing inmates. This is especially true for all government employees like public school teachers. Huh?
You feel me? So we funding our people's oppression and don't even fucking know it. In the name of trying to pay our bills and shit.
I knew the schools had to be connected somehow. They got the teachers. They got the teachers going in.
That's crazy. We funding our own children's incarceration in the name of paying our rent, bro. Well, at least we know what's good now. I'm trying to see what other what the investments is outside of the prisons. This Henry Waddell, Ludwig's ass and shit. Damn, these motherfuckers is running the sweet game on us. We funding our own annihilation.
Man, now that whole little piece about the 401k, yeah, all that, you trying to pay your bills, you trying to make sure you get a little retirement, you know what I'm saying? I need to get a little retirement, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make sure shit happen for me, you know, when I get off this plantation, trying to make sure at least I can live my last couple of years outright.
Living off your grandchildren's incarceration and shit.
Yeah, and your son who calling you, your grandson who locked up, you the one paying for him to be in there. You helping me. You the one making it. You know what I mean? You paying some. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ultimately, at the end of the day, you paying somebody to pay somebody to go out catch them and enslave them. Kidnap them. You pay, you pay up double. Imagine that. Your kid get kidnapped and ransomed. You already paid somebody to go get him. Then you go down there and give them some more money to let them out. While you still paying them to come back and catch them again. Look at this is especially true for government employees like public school teachers because their retirement funds are some of the biggest investors in private prisons. According to NASDAQ data, the retirement funds for public employees and teachers in New York and California together have about $60 million, $30 million each invested in CCA and GEO. Teacher retirement funds in Texas and Kentucky, $8.3 million and $4 million invested respectively. Public employees in Florida, $10.3 million. Ohio, $8.6. Texas, $5.6. Arizona, $5.3. Colorado, $2.25. And are also connected to the industry, except for New York, which has only one privately run detention center. Each of these states has several prisons run by CCA and GEO group facilities. Man, it's not only Americans who got tied to the prisons, foreign investors also got money in. The Canadian Royal Mounted Police pension fund, they recently just sold off its $5.1 million worth of GEO group stock.
Individuals who's invested.
Man.
These motherfuckers is, man. That's how you know we in a serious war, man.
How does it feel? How does it feel? Huh? To know you're investing in your baby slavery. God damn. Damn.
I'm trying to look for this motherfucker's other investments. It looked like fucking the prison industry is pretty much his main. That's it.
That's a lucrative shit. Like,
yeah, I know. And then he just got other people. He making money not only from his, because he's the main shareholder, but other people is investing in his company, which he just killing them.
Yeah. And then
he's killing them by selling off his own shares of his own company.
Yo, listen though, and then on top of that, he the head of the company, so he getting paid a salary also. He getting a salary on top of that. That's like that's like your club for men or some shit.
Yeah, this nigga can't lose. He can't lose for winning and shit.
Yeah, son, what the fuck? He winning on off the fucking board. He went in right on time, got it dirt cheap, blew the shit out the water. He got to be connected to somebody else. We're gonna find out who he connected to. Trust that.
Well, you just said it when you said he's one of the top lobbyists for the Republicans and the Democrats. So these motherfuckers is passing the legislation to guarantee that his fucking monopoly on the prisons stay full. Because I got the niggas making the laws to make sure this shit stay full.
Nah, they got him. They got him on him and one dude on the Republican side. The other two dudes on the Democrat side. Everybody putting in money.
And they killing them.
Everybody's flooding money Now let me see something right now. Bong bong. I'm glad we just said that. Glad we said that. Cause see, you can get a list of contributors. Let's see who contributes. Yeah, Clinton contributors. Let's see who the contributors is. Let's see who's bringing that money in. Let's see. Let's see who's putting that money in here. What's the boy's name? Mitchell? Jeremy, what was it? What is it? Oh, we got.
I got him written down. What is it? Jeremy Mindich, Mindich.
Yeah, all right, hold on. No, this got the top. This is the top donators. But they did say, no, you know what? This what happened though is that they invested inside of J.P. Morgan. I seen it where they invested in J.P. Morgan and Chase. Remember we was talking. That's who else they invested in. J.P. Morgan and Chase. They gave Clinton $800,000.
But this is probably the motherfuckers who did the bailout. When the banks shut down and they went bankrupt, this motherfucker probably put the money up for the bailout.
No. The bailout, yo. No, you know who wrote the people who wrote the legislation for the bailout was
the banks themselves?
Yeah, they was from JP Morgan and Chase. They told Morgan Stanley, the people who wrote the bill, son. Word,
no doubt.
Them motherfuckers were the ones who wrote it. They wrote their own bailout, son. The shit went from, hold on, man. It went from something billion to the shit to a limited amount of trillions, son. The niggas just basically wrote themselves a blank check. Then took the money and got paid 0.25%. Know what I'm saying, motherfucker? On their goddamn savings account, they was getting that shit. So now since they getting 0.25 on their savings account, you know what I'm saying? The feds told them to put the money inside the Fed. Let us hold it. Don't give it to nobody, and we give you that 2.5. So them motherfuckers holding the money, so they can make like $30 million with one company. One bank. What bank was that? They got $840 million. But they make like $1 every goddamn like 90 days. You know what I'm saying? These niggas just making the money off the entry. They holding on to it. Like, no, $13 million. That's what they was making. They was making $13 million. Off of holding $840 million inside the Fed. So they just robbed everything all across the board. So when you see robbery like this, I know the thing. Yeah, that just had their top donators though. I had another one. What the? I have that note though. I wanted to play. The clip I wanted to play.
You see how fucking hypocritical whites are, man. Like when black people was filling up the prisons, it wasn't no issue. Only when you start to see white people get caught up on some shit, now all of a sudden this is an outrage. It's more people in prison than in China and this and all that other extra dumb shit. But when we was filling up that shit, it wasn't no problem with that. Just like with cracking the whole nine. When we was getting caught up with that shit, it wasn't no problem. That shit hit the suburbs. Now it's an epidemic. We need to jump on there. who invested. Francis Henry Waddell started serving. Oh, damn.
I think also, man, you see the connection too, man, when you see the rise of them private prisons, man, you started seeing a fall in like the things that they used to do to help prisoners, supposedly try to help them to get ready. You know what I'm saying? To try to help them, like you know, the different schools and stuff they had available, different programs and shit. You start seeing a lot of that shit get cut at the same time, you know what I'm saying, as you see in the rise of the for-profit penitentiaries.
No doubt.
Yeah, because brothers was going to jail, coming home with degrees and shit.
Yeah, brothers was going to jail, coming home with degrees. They was coming home without sometimes extra skill. I mean, different
vocational skills, trade.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You know, and
that was that brief
rehabilitation because now you seeing, huh?
That was that brief rehabilitation phase that they went through, and it was actually trying to help brothers out, supposedly.
Mm-hmm. And what they found out is motherfuckers wasn't going back. They like, damn, this motherfucker got released and we ain't seen his ass.
Mm-hmm.
We can't.
We gotta stop doing that shit. We gotta
hold the fuck up. Motherfuckers was like, hold up, baby. We can't be giving these niggers no skills.
Yeah, a lot of brothers becoming authors, starting businesses and shit.
Yeah, a lot of cats started their own damn businesses. They said, man, what
some brothers was bringing some of the information they learned back to the hood. They had to cut that shit out. You know what I'm saying?
And they started realizing motherfuckers get your Malcolm X's and shit like that. They said, nah, we need them niggas to be in there on some homo shit or whatever, some bullshit. Yeah, niggas is coming out with revolutionary message, moving their peoples. Mm-mm.
Most of the programs really wasn't. It was the fact that we was in there while the programs was running, but they was basically made for Caucasians.
For white people, huh? It was made for what?
It was made for the Caucasians.
Exactly.
And so then once we started getting a hold of them, really looking into it, it was like, you know what? We see we got an influx of them. We gonna keep us out as much as possible. Send them down. Take them down.
Goddamn right. You're right about that, Brother Borden. And the penitentiary system itself wasn't actually. I mean, it was adjusted to fit us. You know what I'm saying? It was adjusted to fit us in a way. So they really was working on the fly with that shit, was adjusting shit on the fly, trying to figure out how to keep us back in a slave state, how to get us actually back to that slave state. Immediately after 1865 freedom of slaves, right, shadow slavery or whatever, you have Mississippi, what's the prison down there, man? The damn Parchment Farm, you know what I'm saying? Turns immediately from being mostly white to being mostly black. You know what I'm saying? They said mostly due to the fact of, you know, right 1864, if you got in a fight with another black man, you're a black man or some shit, y'all bust each other up or you kill them, you know, you more likely wasn't to go to jail or especially for no small shit. But then you get the introduction of the vagrancy laws and all that kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? And what they doing, they filling this motherfucker up full of niggas that was just slaves the day before. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
and so everything they had in place for their white, everything they had in place for their white inmates and shit beforehand, they had to really like change all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, nigga. Where before it might have probably was like more of a country club type shit.
Man, you know, Brother Bourne, I seen you was reading this article because I'm looking at the same article you was reading. And then I'm looking at Norwegian prison system. I don't want to deviate too far, but these motherfucking prisons is like hotel rooms, man.
Yeah, yeah.
This nigga doing 14 years for drug smuggling. He's sunbathing on the deck. He out on the beach. I mean, this type of environment, you couldn't even consider this to be prison, and they're not under the same types of scrutiny and pressure. I mean, the room is, like I said, spacious, nice bunk, shit made out of wood. It look like got a desk. I mean, these motherfuckers like living in apartments. They're just confined to a specific location, but they're not on no lockdown like dogs and shit.
They shit ain't meant to break you down mentally. It's not meant to break the soul of a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it don't dehumanize you at all. This motherfucker
exactly.
Hey. Oh, this shit crazy. You got a full kitchen and shit. I mean, these niggas these motherfuckers is living like G's. It's called Bastoy Bay or some shit. What is this? The bungalow at Bastoy. All right, man. Let's get these crackers that we looking for. Did you find any other investments? It look like they killing them so hard on the prison. I don't see these motherfuckers' money really going too many other spots. I'm going to pull this George Zoli motherfucker up, see if I can get a snapshot of this faggot.
Now, I'm trying to find this clip real quick.
Okay.
It's real fast.
It's funny because when you type these motherfuckers' names in, you know, as soon as you get that first letter of the last name, they shit click in there like you already know these motherfuckers is well known. Because I put George and then I put Z.O. and he pops up in the links and shit. So you know, look at this cracker. George fucking Zoli. It's ridiculous. George Christopher Zoli is a Greek. Go ahead.
Yeah, listen, right? Listen, man, I'm doing the knowledge to this transgender shit, just the transhuman, all this shit, right? So I come across this fucking video, right? It says the transgender normalizing mental illness. So it was interesting, a couple clips that he had put together on this joint called The Black Pigeon Speaks. Right? So he got this, it's a little computer voice and shit. But I want y'all to hear the fucking news people and how this shit go down. How the news people, how they speak on this, about this goddamn creature here.
Bruce Jenner, an Olympic and reality TV star, and has been lauded as a hero for transitioning and renaming herself Caitlyn Jenner. He's lauded not only for his determination and his courage, but the controlled media fawns over his new feminine beauty and stunning, sexy, girlish curves.
The world is getting to know Caitlyn Jenner this morning.
Caitlyn Jenner stepping out for the first time.
Call me Caitlyn. Call her Caitlyn.
A brave Olympian. Really, I think inspiring.
It's very inspirational. I think he's courageous. like Rita Hayworth, so glamorous. She is stunning. She looks beautiful. Wow. Amazing. Look at that. That is a hot house.
Yes, Caitlyn is hot. It's like, yeah, sexy boobs.
So sexy it hurts. Who's hot?
Do you think Caitlyn is actually hotter than Chris?
Okay, I have to ask the most important question. Does she have a better body than Kim Kardashian?
It's been reported in Vanity Fair that Jenner has taken
Hold up. That's all I wanted y'all to hear.
What, man? What the?
Man, you see what I'm saying, Brother Bourne? That's their culture, man. They don't. There's no discrepancy. There's no line between it. She's hot.
Also,
wow.
you also have to keep in mind is the propaganda that they have to push. They pushing that propaganda hard.
You right, but check it. But I'm feeling you, Brother DeAndre. But just peep how it ain't propaganda for them. They don't really. That's how the fuck they is, man. They don't see no goddamn line between man and woman. It ain't shit too. Go ahead.
You know what them little like small hats be all on TV? You know the small hats don't give a goddamn. They don't care about nothing. They just straight savage. And Brother DeAndre, both of y'all right about what y'all saying.
Yeah.
Neither one of y'all
right. Yeah.
Neither one of y'all wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
he's right though. They're trying to pump that shit to the masses as if it's normal. Because he's like, okay, they identify with it, but everybody don't.
I mean, come on. The nigga said that this thing has a better body than Kim Kardashian. It's like, what the fuck? Come on, man.
Look, that was it. I said, listen now, I don't think that white bitch look like that. She ain't, but goddamn, that's a woman, not a fucking man. Listen, you can't compare a fucking man to a woman. Yo, you had to see him. When they said the shit about Chris, look, do she look better than Kris Jenner? Hold on.
Oh, shit.
Hold on. No, y'all got to hear this again. You got to hear these jokers one more time.
I think he's courageous. She looks like a movie star. She looks like Rita Hayworth, so glamorous. She is stunning. She looks beautiful. Wow. She looks amazing. Look at that. That is a hot house.
Yes, Caitlyn is hot. It's like, yeah, sexy boobs.
So sexy it hurts. Who's hot?
Do you think Caitlyn is actually hotter than Chris?
Okay, I have to ask the most important question. Does she have a better body than hot?
Do you think it's like,
she looks amazing. Look at that. That is a hot house.
yes, Caitlyn is hot. It's like, yeah, sexy boobs.
So sexy it hurts. Who's hot?
Do you think Caitlyn is actually hotter than Chris?
Okay, I have to ask the most important question. Does she have a better body than Kim Kardashian?
Yeah. Yo, you got this the men. They got the TMZ shit. The men in there like, oh man, she hot. She got boobs and all this.
Yo, that dude's a flaming fag and shit.
Big flaming fag. Yo, son.
Because, you know, they had your boy on there. He had called in. What the fuck is that rapper's name, man? That nigga's on Love and Hip Hop. Little something and shit. Little Scrappy, I guess that's his fucking name. He was talking about something on there about homosexual stuff, and he was like, and he made a comment, and the dude was like, the little short, he a well-known homosexual. He's like, so are you saying that homosexuals, basically was he making some type of derogatory comment about homosexuals? And he was like, nah, all I'm saying is they can't procreate, so you know it ain't natural, so you know it ain't something that, you know what I'm saying, that God intended, something to that degree. But yeah, he got offended real quick. That nigga's antennas went up quick. I didn't even know he was a fag until motherfuckers put him out. Well, they all, you know what I mean, they synonymous with fag, so fuck, I should have already known. But go ahead, Brother Bourne, what were you saying?
No, man.
Yeah, man.
You hear it.
That shit is disrespectful, yo. How the fuck they gonna try to compare that cracker bitch Kardashian to some of our queens and then compare this fucking science project to that bitch? Like, what the fuck? They trying to just slap us in the face on the low, on so many different levels, man. That shit is just purely disrespectful, man.
Yo, look. Remember a long time ago, a while back, Y'all might remember, man. Y'all remember. I know y'all remember. About 15 years ago, easy 15 years ago, probably more, they had RuPaul. RuPaul was out. And, yo, my father came home from work. Matter of fact, it had to be longer than that. Probably about 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Because I was living in his house. That'd be like 20 years ago. He came home from work. And he was like, yo. He said, yo, you ain't going to believe what the white boy said to me. I said, what? He said, the white boy said, yo, listen, RuPaul is the best-looking black woman in America. But, God damn, he's sick in the goddamn. You notice the man, you sick in the head, but now they come back with Brother Dondre, like, yo, they compare Kim Kardashian. You know what I'm saying? They try to act like she's that the black woman should aspire to be. She's better than, you know what I'm saying, than any black woman could ever be. And then making the comparison to this man beast, humping around, gumping around, and then they say the gump. If the gump better than her, then the gump better for you than the black woman. No, we get you
exactly.
On straight. So Gump City out down near Atlanta, where they say the HIV rate is like that of a third world country. All of them buttholes tore wide open.
I don't see all that shit. I guess I don't be in them circles. You know what I'm saying? When I'm down here, I don't be in them. I don't know. I don't see none of that shit.
Where you at, DeAndre?
I'm in Atlanta right now.
Yeah.
Right now I'm in Atlanta, but I don't see none of that shit. And then again, I don't be out like that, so I wouldn't see none of that shit anyway.
My dude.
Every time I'm down that song, bitch, I always see some old crazy fruitcake. I guess because I ain't from there, and I'm always trying to just be out.
My man told me it depends on where you at down there. He said because there's certain parts of Atlanta there that shit don't rock like that. But I don't know. I know when I was down there, I see some crazy shit. I said, man, I can't live in this motherfucker. I must have been in the wrong part.
Yeah, man, I must have been in the wrong part. I can live down here, man. Listen. I would bring my baby back to Connecticut, man.
I think I was around like North Decatur or some shit. I went to a little family reunion down that motherfucker. I was at the hotel with my peeps, and everywhere I come out, I said, man, this shit crazy than a motherfucker, man. That's the first time I really seen some transgender shit. I got on the elevator, motherfucker was like, I had to double take. I'm like, what the fuck? Man, that shit was crazy.
If I don't go to like Lenox Mall or some shit like that, I don't see none of that shit. It could be I'm just oblivious to it because I'm not trying to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to see my people. Look, I have no tolerance. No, I can't. I got that. I can't see these some bitches.
Nigga said you need the glasses. They need to give you the glasses.
For real, I need the glasses, yo, because it's like. It's like it's just certain shit, man. It's like niggas don't look at me too long. You know what I'm saying? Just certain shit that I'm used to from growing up in the Bronx. And yo, when I'm here, that I stay in that mode. I'm not looking at niggas because what am I looking at you for? If you're looking at me too long, I'm like, yo, what the fuck you looking at me for? What's your problem? You know what I'm saying?
But that's the thing down there in Atlanta, right? The thing about Atlanta is you got mad cats in New York down there, right? And so people know the New York cats vibe. You know what I'm saying? So they leave alone because, you know, they already know they vibe and shit.
No doubt.
I go down there, I'll be like, God damn, all the New York niggas come from, man. What the hell's going on here? Everybody from out of town.
Yeah, no one's really from Atlanta. No one's really from this.
Tell me.
Out of town is from. Oh, y'all son. know, but you do see them gums down here, though, man. Like, I'm saying when I go downtown, you know, I'm like, I was like, damn, man, these jokers wearing high heels. They wearing all type of shit, man. They got beards on their boots, man. So damn, this nigga Hebrew with the high heels on. What the hell going on?
Yo, did y'all niggas see the picture of this fucking nigga Westbrook with the this nigga had on a fucking skirt and the boot, the boots that the chicks wearing that come all the way up past their knees?
Nah, somebody did that to Westbrook, man.
Son.
Brother Dante. Now I see the Brother Dante. Somebody did it to him. That's
yeah.
They did it to him. They made it look good, though, son. It looked
They
good.
superimposed this little boy. They superimposed his image on somebody.
From the shit that he be wearing, though, son, it ain't far stretch, son. It ain't a far stretch, son.
Nigga be wearing uniforms and shit, like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I wouldn't put it past. I mean, they got DeAndre Jordan in the dress. They got LeBron was in the dress.
Yo, I'm saying, listen, man, I'm saying, the brother touched a little bit. He said it himself. His mother was on crack. He touched a little bit. So that's all wrong with that brother. He just touched. I don't think he just touched a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I wouldn't put it past him, bro. If that was a superimposed one, I could say personally, the real one ain't far away.
That's
just by the way.
That's what I did. That's what I'm saying. When I first seen it, I was like, oh man, stop. Cause immediately after some of the stuff that I seen him wearing, I could damn near see him the next one in a dress. Straight up, a high boots in a dress. And then I said, hold up, man. I had to take the picture and start really analyzing it.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah, I just look at it real. I take it out a couple times. I said, wait. I said, look at the line here. You can see a little. You know what I'm saying? If you take it and pull it close and zoom in on it, you can see where they put his head at, and you can see the girl's arm. You can see her arm white if you zoom in on her.
No doubt.
Yeah, but it wasn't far from something that he would do, man. Which is a shame that we could easily look at that and be like, yo, because I thought that too.
Like you said, it ain't far off. You know what I'm saying? It ain't far off. Now, I was reading the little bio on this dude, Brother Born family. This George C. Zoli, George Christopher Smallhat Zoli. Now, something I found very disturbing at the end of this little bio. The last little paragraph says, and this is how you know we at war with these motherfuckers, man, and we cannot sleep. All war is not necessarily militarily fought. So they basically, from what I read, they bigging up this cracker for making money off locking up Africans. Now, here's the last paragraph. I want to see what you think about when you analyze what they just said. It says, Mr. Zoli is one of the pioneers in private corrections industry. As GEO's founder, his industry knowledge, experience, and leadership are invaluable to the operation and development of the company. His more than 30 years with the company make him uniquely qualified to be GEO's chairman of the board and chief executive officer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's as close as the kissing somebody's ass on paper.
You feel me? But they know, I mean, they basically, first of all, there's nothing fucking, you ain't no pioneer, nigga, because you basically falling off the backs of your ancestors when they was snatching us up off the continent and throwing us on them fucking boats, kidnapping us and putting us on them boats. So you ain't pioneered shit.
Pioneered money like they getting it. They said, man, we didn't know
exactly
money like this. We didn't know.
He pioneered privatizing that shit.
Yeah, we didn't
and paid for locking niggas up.
We didn't know that people would allow you to privatize it and we could get fucking paid hand over fist. and suck the motherfucking system dry at the same time. Double up on it. The hat know how to double up, man. He double up that stuff.
Quadruple up on a nigga, huh?
Double.
Yeah.
He's more than that.
Right?
He's getting paid. He's getting paid for the labor. He's getting paid for the body. He's getting paid for. These niggas are getting paid left and right from these niggas.
No doubt. Now,
get the kickbacks. Then they get the kickbacks, man. Then they get the kickbacks.
Now, the reason I said that is I want to tie this in right here with this esteemed elder, Dr. Amos Wilson's book, Black on Black Violence and Psychodynamics of Black Self-Annihilation in the Service of White Domination. Now, he got a chapter in here on page 34. It's called The Criminalization of the Black Male. It says, in light of the foregoing and of the forthcoming, we must recognize that within limits, alleged black crime is a hold up. Let me start that for the beginning because I don't want family to miss it. All right. In light of the foregoing and of the forthcoming, we must recognize that within limits, alleged black crime is socioeconomically functional for white American status quo and is ultimately symptomatic of the societal needs of powerful segments of American class structure and of its dysfunctionality. In this context, we must ask and answer the following question. Why do white Americans need to criminalize significant segments of the African American population? What is the socio-political function of alleged African American criminality and self-destructive behavior in American society? How does alleged black American criminality sustain American status quo? How is criminal motivation induced into the personalities of social relations of some African Americans, and for what reason? While the scope of this book will not allow us to adequately deal with these questions, they must be answered, and the answers pragmatically utilized if the alleged criminality, self-destructiveness, and victimization of African Americans are to be eradicated in black American communities. So he's right there, he's breaking it down, the need for them to criminalize us and legitimize it in order for them to be able to profit off our own self-destruction. And they're doing it in a manner in which they don't damage the total population, so there's a reoccurring cycle of exploitation. So this is a well-oiled machine. And this is just what we was talking about, the family, from the media to the school system, to the prison system, to the criminal justice system, which would be police officers, judges, lawyers, prosecutors, even from the medical standpoint. It's an all-out attack. One nation exploiting another nation in order to be able to live off the blood, sweat, and tears of that group. So this shit is serious, man. Serious business. That's Black Power, the brother Amos Wilson. Like I said, the name of the book is Black on Black Violence, Psychodynamics of Black Self-Annihilation in the Service of White Domination. That was page 34 and a little bit of 35.
No problem. Thank you very much for that. You know,
no doubt.
Always timely. Amos Wilson, always timely.
And then he also said in other lectures, he said, man, you can't look at these things as individual, individual confrontations. He said everything must be looked at as one nation against another nation. That's the only way you can properly assess it, analyze it, and then come up with a formidable solution. Because if it's not one white person, or one white group, it's going to be another one. Even when I was looking at researching Baina Bello. She does like a history of IAT, what they call Haiti. The real name is IAT. Anyway, they always talk about how the French colonized Haiti, but when she was given a breakdown, when they threw the French out, motherfucking the Spaniards came back to help the French. Then they took the Spaniards out. Then they had what was it? The French, the Spaniards. I think it was maybe some Dutch. It was like 5 or 6 European nations that kept on helping their brother and sister. Like, okay, they fucked you up. All right, we're gonna send some of ours with you, and they was teaming up, coming right back. So this is a nation thing. This ain't no one bad apple type deal. This is a fucking orchard against an orchard. This is nation against nation, man. Whatever group, that white group that you see, they've always had support, whether it be financial or whether it be resources, like it be food, weaponry. They brother is going to help them fucking out to be able to take our shit. So we got to start thinking like that shit. So if niggas is in beef on the West Coast, Cali in beef, motherfuckers from Columbus, Ohio, New York, Connecticut, D.C., we got to send out resources and troops to back our brothers and sisters up, even though we might not be right from that specific, geographical location, because that's the way they do it. That's how they eat. And then when a nigga get the spoils, when they win and take your shit, they be like, okay, I'm going to break you. Good looking, bro. He breaks his homeboy off some shit for helping him pour the lick off. So if he got 18 bricks, he throw his homeboy about 3 or 4 of them. Good look, homeboy. Now, if you need something, when you go jack them other motherfuckers over there in Mozambique or Zambia, you just hit me up. I got your back. And that's how they move. It's mafioso style. And they all involved in it. I don't give a fuck what it looked like. They all in cahoots. They all together. It's one military operation. They just got the Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines, but it's all one military operation.
Yeah, if they didn't have the different names, you would catch on.
You feel me?
It's too easy to catch them.
And y'all broke something down monumental a while back, Brother Born, you, Sister Kamir, Brother Mekara, when y'all talked about the different sects of the Jews. I'm thinking it's just one Jew. Y'all start breaking it down, found out it's like 6 different types of fucking so-called Jews and shit.
And they all work together, a bunch of different
laws. I'm like, damn, I didn't know it was this many, because it's a nation thing. It ain't no one group.
Mm-hmm. They all we Jew up under this Jew paradigm. They all hold fast to the lie, and that's what keeps them bonded together.
No question.
If they ever disown the lie, then they'll fall.
The only loyalty is to their crew.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. That's the only loyalty that works. You know what I'm saying? And they know that. That's how they grew up. They grew up finding out. You know what I'm saying? And only living by that code, so that's the only way that it is. You don't think there's another way that exists. A program is a program no matter who you are. So some programs work. Some programs is meant. The program worked on us. It's just that it was a program that we didn't want.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of us rejecting the program right now. A lot of us rejected the program as youth. Always know something ain't right. But that story, though, man, I'm going to tell you the story that really disturbed me tonight. Is the black woman jumping around like a chew dog now. I said, these jokers lost their mind. Straight, crazy madness. Unbelievable to me. So that was the story that really shook me up tonight. It was crazy jokers. Oh, brother, I ain't even going. Man, I ain't gonna say that right now. Wait. I'll leave that alone. But we did have a brother. Listen, I'm trying to get the information. But it seems that the brother was hung a couple of days ago. We were trying to get all the information, man, and I'll have it for Thursday.
Yeah, I seen the pic. It's supposed to be down here.
Yeah.
Oh, he's supposed to be from here, and he, I think, got hung in Ohio or some shit like that?
Beachwater, Bridgewater. I gotta get all the information. I couldn't find proper information on it. So I didn't want to bring the story, just really to talk so much about it. But I've seen that. So I'll make sure we break that out for the people. Well,
man, I'm checking on your boys, Brother Born. This motherfucker Matt Sirovich and Jeremy Mundich. These motherfuckers run a hedge fund, man, and they fucking killing shit.
Yeah.
Says for a hedge fund managing $7.11 billion in assets and having 35 plus active experts, we at Financial Magazine have no doubt the buy is a bullish signal. The hedge fund, so they buying some type of the healthcare sector. So they all can, man. Yeah, we gotta do some homework on these cats, man. Especially with the connection between Matt Sirovich and Jeremy Mendich, and their connection with George Zoley and Henry Waddell, because it looks like they're making a connection through the prisons, private prisons, moving right into investments and then into the healthcare industry. They're making a major move.
Makes sense. The broker deals because they supposedly have to take care of the inmates, so you might as well try to own the company that's going to come in and treat the inmates. More profit, so you can cut down on the treatment and just rack in more dough. Only makes sense from a business standpoint.
Yeah. But it looks like to me, I'm seeing something on a major scale, man. This is on some global shit. Because the dude, Zoley, he got prisons that he done built. Some of them is over in fucking, they in motherfucking South Africa. You was reading that, Brother Born. He says this dude got GEO Group Incorporated operates facilities in United States, South Africa, Australia, and in the United Kingdom. So, I mean, I know these motherfuckers is tied in on a global scale, man. And I wouldn't be surprised if we start looking at some shit. They probably running organs and shit, organ harvesting. I mean, all types of shit, man. This is these motherfuckers is running a major operation.
Mhm.
But we gotta look into these cats, man.
Funny that those locations you made are also penal colonies.
You feel me? That's why I said this shit dates back. These motherfuckers is operating off slave paper from like hundreds and hundreds of years ago. This ain't no new shit. So we got a whole homework. I try to look some shit up. Sometimes, Yeah.
Definitely pull this together. See who these creepy crackers is.
This would be some shit. This is what Steve Coakley was an expert at, this type of shit. He'd have been able to tie these motherfuckers all the way in. But now it's our job to do it. He left the blueprint. You know, if y'all get a chance, fam, sometimes you got to get some of these magazines of these Fortune 500 companies, Wall Street Journal and shit, because they put a lot of information in there because they know, you know, not they know, they banking on us, black people, not really looking into these types of publications because they think we caught up at the club and, you know what I'm saying, smoking 50 and all this shit. So they don't foresee us really banging on these motherfuckers. When you think about revolution, it's a multifaceted operation. So it's not just militarily, you know what I'm saying, it's not a one-track movement. So we got to be moving on all, you know, on many different aspects of the game in order to be able to put up a viable approach to liberating ourselves. So we got to be, you know, we got to be moving. You know what I mean? We really ain't got no time to be sleeping. Every day should be a day we banging on this motherfucker, studying, learning.
I say.
Like power to that.
Power.
But anybody
What else?
Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead, bro. Boy, I heard you over there. Sound like you was about to. Was you about to wrap it down or what? What's good?
Yeah, I was counting it down. You know what I'm saying? I want to know if anybody didn't have any more stories. And
no doubt.
Yeah, so you know, I was just going to ask if anybody had any other stories, and then from there I was going to go ahead and shut it on down, and maybe play a little something. When we shut it down, play something. We got a couple of different interesting documentaries up here. Might play a little thing.
No doubt. Do your thing. I'm done, so I don't know who else might have something to put out. Just want to follow up, make sure we reiterate, you know what I'm saying, following up with you.
But we definitely got to get on that, on a good understanding and have a good overview of the private prison industrial system, and just you know, some of the major players, companies, banks, and everything that invest, and how we can uninvest.
Black power.
So now, with that being said, though, we definitely like to thank everybody for coming out tonight. We've been doing our thing, getting that news to you. Come on out on Think Tank Thursday. We're going to be rocking off live at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 on the west side, the best side. We'll be having an update on the family who was found hung. You know what I mean? Also, we have update on another young brother who was done wrong, shot in the face. We got I went back and contacted the brother George Edwards. I vetted him clean, and we'll be having them coming in soon. Hopefully the next 2 weeks. We got a couple of things going on, but I'm gonna meet him not this Saturday, but next Saturday at an event. And so you know we're gonna definitely bring him on in. Hopefully that next Saturday that I meet him at the event, he'll be able to come on that night and really rock off. So everything that's been read, everything that's been said, and your soldier, been a soldier, and held it down for the family here in New Haven, 100 for the Black Panther Party. You know what I'm saying? The Liberation Party, the one that didn't, you know, the uncompromising. So, may we go out like we come in with a praise and turn, glory to Garvey, along with the spirit of Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad, praise Harriet Tubman, glory to Ida B. Wells, along with the spirit of Sister Fannie Lou Hamer, or B.B. Foley again.
B.B. Foley,